Howdy, fucking partners. I just lost monetization because I cussed at the beginning. YouTube doesn't like that, partners. We're on the instant title here. Luckily, I'm not monetized on YouTube, and to hell with YouTube. Anyway. Oh, look at that. YouTube's down. No, I'm joking. Welcome to Insert Title. Here I am, your host, Drunken Emerald Arrow. Joining me this evening is my co-host, Darnell Quigley. How are you doing, Darnell?
I'm wonderful, man. I'm alive. I made it to through another week and going chicken killing tomorrow. Yeah, my brother-in-law raised 4 chickens for slaughter so we could fry them up, do like a little family thing before school starts, and we're doing that tomorrow morning.
Nothing like teaching the kids how your food actually comes.
And one of my daughters is actually freaking out. She's like, I will not go look at that. We're like, all right, well, what do you want to eat? Chicken from Popeyes. Like, you realize it's the same thing. Yeah, but I don't have to see it. I'm like, okay.
Wait, I thought it came from the grocery store.
Well, that's the reason why we need to get rid of farms. Farmers are not important because we get our food from the grocery stores.
Yeah,
that's where
not
mine at
farms.
least.
My dad's family were all backwoods Pennsylvania hunters, and like it was weird because the idea of like cleaning and dressing and then eating venison steak never really got to me all that much. But the idea of chopping head off a chicken kind of freaked me out a little bit. That fact that they might run around without it, like I didn't want to deal with any of that shit.
Yeah, so I get to choke a chicken tomorrow morning.
Oh, and you're gonna go out to the farm.
In public, no less.
Whatever sound you have like that, it never comes through my headset. It's just like it like only bits and pieces come through.
Really?
Your rim shot, yeah. Play it. I clump,
and it
and that was
occasionally
it.
cuts out. I think it's from echo cancellation. Or another.
That you want to know what? Because it's off my soundboard. I wonder if that is true.
Yeah, a noise suppression
it's
cap.
StreamYard.
Yeah, I mean, look, does this play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean.
I'm using
also joining.
Sorry.
Also joining this evening is Tiny Boy Fierce. How you doing, Tiny?
I'm doing all right. Had a nice day. Spent the whole day in the tub.
Also, as announced this previous week on Nerds Covering the News, Tiny is the new co-host officially of Nerds Covering the News. Also joining us this evening, ArzaChats.
What is up? I'm taking a small hiatus, so that's why I've been like asking.
Your volume is super low to me, at least.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'm also
Hey, you want to know what profanity? Go right ahead.
We can't hear you say it anyway.
They got rid of that rule. They just announced that they got rid of it. But also, my
Devastator.
friend got me addicted to Minecraft again, so I've been dealing with that.
Oh,
you cuss a lot on Minecraft. Okay, okay. So I have to admit, that after the whole thing with Call of Duty, and that player that came out that simply made the Leave the Children Alone, and then they took away his skin.
Nick Merckx. Nick Merckx. Yeah.
Yeah, I deleted all of my games and stuff, and I stopped playing. And I'm like, I'm done playing. If this is, I re-downloaded and started playing. It's the best. I'm sorry, it's the best first-person shooter when it comes to this stuff. I can't do Battlefield. I can't do the other ones. So
I'm actually for the first time ever looking forward to a Battlefield game because the new one looks insane.
I don't know. I just like the mechanics a little bit better on Call of Duty.
I'm a Fortnite guy. Like I hate Call of Duty. I'll get 1 kill for like 85 deaths in Call of Duty. Like when I played, I think hold on 1 second. My entire years of playing, I had 2 kills. And I think like something like 800 deaths.
In the most loving way, skill issue.
No. It's no. Fuck that. It's the game comes out and I don't get the game for like 4 months. And by the time I get the game, people have prestige 75 times. So they're just like running around, just like blind shooting everywhere and hitting everybody. I'm like, I spawn in, boom, dead. Spawn in, boom, dead. Spawn in, boom, dead.
See, I made the mistake of re-downloading Apex Legends, and that has not gone anywhere. Yeah. It's officially a dead game. The servers are basically barren.
That sucks.
I mean, I have my issues too with it in a sense of, yes, there are more skilled players and people because it is a multi-platform. I'm playing with controller where other people are playing mouse and keyboard. And yes, when it comes to playing like that kind of game, yes, mouse and keyboard, you can move around so much.
Yeah.
See, what you do
Fast.
is you get a controller with back bumpers, and you program it to jumping and crouching, so you can do like bunny hops and wall bounces with a controller.
Well, I'm aware of that, but I kind of like using my triggers for triggers.
I got triggers.
No.
The triggers
It's an extra
Oh,
button. Instead of using these two fingers,
bumpers. Oh, yeah.
Using now 6
Yeah,
instead of 2.
yeah.
It's too much.
Well, I was asking because I program these, so it's got a little button I can change the program to turn them off.
Right, most games you can set your button configuration. Yeah, that's the. I mean, yeah, all it is a pro controller. The pro controller
One thing
has.
I've never understood about all those controllers is that they don't. All the different companies don't put the buttons in the same places. That's just crazy to me.
I like it because this controller, the PlayStation controller, is very comfortable in my hands.
Oh, I hate PlayStation controllers.
Look, you got your thumbsticks in the same spot. Xbox is like up here and down here. You know, it's like you play Xbox like this.
The one benefit this controller has is actually really good for fighting games because your thumb naturally sits higher up, and it's really easy to do the D-pad from up here.
But it fits your hand.
Aiming, it's terrible.
I don't think so.
Which first-person shooter is your thing?
I know. We should all just go back to using these controllers.
God, no. That was a fucking nightmare.
What is this? What is it with this button layout?
You want to know what? Hey, you want to know what? That, at least in my opinion, is a lot better of a controller than the N64 one was.
Oh God,
that was
so stupid.
I do have
three. You had 3 hand spots.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, I don't. Yeah. Like,
the only controller I'm aware of is the gun from Duck Hunter.
Did you know you can plug in a controller to the second spot and control the duck? While the
Seriously?
Shooting? Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You
plug I had no clue. Like, that might actually get me to play the game.
you can turn Duck Hunt into a 2-player game.
That's crazy.
They never said anything. It was just like letting people find it.
Here's my favorite controller that I have that I've only
used
like 3
because
times.
Duck Hunter would be in like restaurants and arcades and shit. So I didn't have to play it at home.
Yeah, arcades I'm not good at either. I need to hold the controller in my hand.
I've only used this like 3 times because the cable shorted out, so I got a new cable for it.
Yeah, the only games in the end that I ever played were in an arcade, basically.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. Keyboard and mouse. My reason for not using it is that because like the mouse is I need to look at the keyboard. I that's how I type. I look at the keyboard. I can't like move around like hit the keys. Same thing with shit. I just said the name. The controller he showed. I'm not good with it. This I learned. Buttons, yeah. I learned this, and it's like I can do this with my eyes closed.
Well, I got this one here as well for a little emulation console that I have.
Yeah, Nintendo.
It's an emulation box. And then, of course, I've got the staple.
That's the original Nintendo, right?
Wiimotes.
Yeah. I like that. I like the Wiimote. That was a good controller too.
I've got the steering wheel attachments. 2 of them. I got the full one.
The Wii was the one machine I almost got because I was doing so much exercise stuff for the wrestling team. When I got injured, I was so frustrated. My mom almost got me the Wii finally so that I could do workouts at home.
Wii Fit.
I got the Wii Fit board somewhere.
A friend of mine had it. I borrowed it for a couple months, and dude, that thing's fucking killer.
Mm-hmm.
But you need a hardwood floor. If you have carpet, it sinks into the carpet and doesn't give you.
Which is why we ended up not getting it. But it was a one time I almost got a video game machine.
See, I grew up in a household. My first gaming system was the Atari computer system. So that's which got renamed to the 2600. That was the first one in the house. Dad bought it. My dad kind of was an old school gamer in the sense that he was the one that was essentially buying it while he said, oh yeah, and then gave it to the kids and stuff. I mean, he would, when he was, because he was, he worked graveyard. When we're at school or something like that, he would play the games and stuff like that. And nice. he finished all of the first Dragon Warrior.
Damn.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds impressive, especially after Darnell's.
It's almost like a role playing game. Almost turn based. You travel a map, get out on a monster or something like that, and then it's turn based fighting.
But also, like, a lot of those older games were designed to be as difficult as possible. Like Disney, I had a VTech when I was younger, which I'm sure all of you are
I
too old
VTech.
to know what that is.
No, I bought them for my kids.
No, I
know
know
what
what
You know what that is? The V-Smile? The V-Smile specifically?
Yeah.
It was basically a console for your TV, and it came with a handheld, or you could get a handheld, that you could play the games on. I actually still have one of the games somewhere in my room.
The games are like, it was very like kiddie games.
Well,
Well, yeah, because it's VTech. I mean,
I mean,
Right,
I did play Oregon Trail a lot, but I never thought of that as a video game because we played it in school.
it had a lot of the
I would-
tie-in games that were like
Yeah.
on the N64, Sega Genesis, and whatnot. So like, I had Aladdin for it, which was one of the hardest games ever made, and they were made that way with the intent that you would have to rent it for multiple weeks before beating it.
Yeah.
no, Oregon Trail. I never got to Oregon. I always died of dysentery.
Yeah. Usually on the Mississippi
Should've been
River.
kinder.
I made it to Oregon twice. Just twice.
So speaking of hard games, back to Devastator said, the Soul-like games, I fucking hate those games. They're so insanely stupid. I don't see the point in them. The games are designed to kill you from the beginning. Like,
It depends on the kind of Soul-like. Some of them are just unnecessarily difficult, but a lot of them feel relatively fair, and I actually thoroughly enjoy those ones.
well, it's like, okay, so if you don't hit the fucking dodge button at the literal nanosecond spot, you're gonna get fucking killed.
That depends on which one you're playing. Not all
It's
of them
so
are that sensitive.
But it's stupid. It's so dumb. That type of gameplay is dumb to me. I don't like it. I don't see a place for it in gaming.
Well, here's the place. It makes you feel accomplished and skilled when you pull it off.
I get that when I play other games.
I think one of the things I've always found really interesting about the video game industry in general is that all three of you can have completely different tastes and still have plenty of games to go to. And you don't have to agree because there's so many options.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I've noticed is that there are a lot of genres that we're actually missing a lot of games for. Like zombie shooters, like Call of Duty Zombies.
Yeah.
In reality,
It's back now. The zombies is back in the new.
well, but we only have one game that does that very well. Most of the other games that do it really badly. I realized like Helldivers is popular because it's the only game that does what it does. It's not very good at it. Helldivers is not actually a great game. It's just the only game in that genre that is really worth playing.
Mm-hmm.
See, I've been watching Shangri-La Frontier, so I'm waiting for VR and then I'll get into it.
Oh, wait. VR is excellent right now. VR is actually fantastic.
Not like Shangri-La Frontier style VR.
Oh,
I don't know what that is, but
It's an anime, but basically the idea is it's fully immersive. You feel like
the
you're
holodeck
the
Star
character. You
Trek.
can jump. You can you use your mind and your body to actually be the character.
well, you can get a haptic feedback suit.
Okay, really? Okay.
And some of the higher ones, like I know the PlayStation VR one does it. They have eye tracking, so you don't actually have to point. You just look with your eyes.
Yeah.
So my friend asked a really good question the other night, and she asked, "What was my 5 favorite video games to play? Kind of what am I still playing?" So this is how I responded, and you guys can then respond with yours if you don't have 5, your top games to go to. So I told her Skyrim, Command and Conquer, Red Alert,
Ooh, that's an old one.
Call of Duty, Classic Doom, and Ark.
Okay.
Survival Evolved?
Yep.
Wait,
See,
isn't
for me-
Classic Doom like 8-bit from like
No.
back in
No.
the 90s, early 90s?
It's like 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, the test of technology.
Oh, I'm
is to
thinking.
see if
I'm
you
thinking
can
of
run
Duke
Doom
Nukem.
on
Never
it.
mind. I was thinking of Duke Nukem.
Remember, people have figured out how to
Oh, no,
run
Duke
Doom.
Nukem
Same.
was
They're the
same.
same.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now
Peop-
that's Duke Nukem 3D because originally Duke Nukem was originally like a more of a platformer,
Really?
and then it was Duke Nukem 3D is when it was on the same level as Doom. Now more 16-bit would be like Wolfenstein 3D, but that also went from a looking down view and following it to when id took it over and then put their engine into it and made it a
Top down and squad isometric, by the way.
three-dimensional.
I just remember the kids down the street having a very basic computer
too.
setup and playing a video game that was like that, like really, really pixelated, and you could shoot the strippers and they give you money.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
was Doom. That was
So it
Doom.
was Doom.
It was
Okay,
Doom.
so that was
Yeah.
No,
yeah, but it was like
The money.
really,
No,
really
no, no.
pixelated.
No, the strippers and the money. That is Duke Nukem.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. I apologize.
I did not know
Because
that was in Duke Nukem.
I don't remember the scene where the imps are sitting on a pole and doing.
I oftentimes mix up what happens about those games. We played them so often. Let's see,
Again,
my
this just
5.
shows-
No what?
Because I didn't play it, but they were like, "Dude, you've got to come see this," and they were showing me how you do it. I'm like,
Well, this just shows you it's my dad that got. I mean, shows my dad the gamer when he was when I was younger. He's the one and got Wolfenstein 3D. He went and got Doom.
Yeah, my dad was anti-gaming. Then he got into gaming. Then he thinks it's stupid again.
My dad was really into Sid Meier's games and other turn-based strategy games.
Yeah.
Like he was a huge fan of Sid Meier's Pirates. I remember playing that on the original Xbox. But if we're going for you said top 5 games of all time, or what was the
Top
Top 5 you like to go and play?
all right,
Yep.
my top 5 games are Dishonored, and I'll encapsulate Dishonored 2 into that because Dishonored 2 is a perfect sequel. Mortal Kombat 9, Deus Ex Human Revolution, Bard's Tale, and I think I have to either go with Minecraft or Skyrim, one of those two.
Okay.
And to be clear, Bard's Tale 2004, remastered and resnarkled edition.
Okay.
I mean, I do enjoy the build aspect of Minecraft.
Let's see. Super Mario
It's
World
fun,
for
but
Super
seasonal.
Nintendo. Zelda: Link to the Past for Super Nintendo. Oblivion, both the original and the remake. Because I don't know, I just it's dark. I don't know, I like it. Let's see. Oh shit, I said it. Fortnite. I just enjoy it. It's fun to like. I can play fucking Optimus Prime killing fucking He-Man or like killing Darth Vader. You know, it's fun. I just like that. It's fun for me. And the Fallout games.
So my friend responded because for her her games are Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, Halo, and then Mario Kart World.
Oh, that's a
Mario
pretty good thing about
Kart
that game.
Dash World.
Tetris, Duck Hunter, SimCity 1.
You know, I almost bought a Tetris World for the GameCube, but it's $20.
I paid $9 on PlayStation store for it.
The out of the Sim Cities, the ones I liked was 3,000.
I played a lot of Sim City for the iPhone.
First one, so.
The one Sin City for the phone was really aggressively monetized.
That all I know is the first Sim City to me always will remind me of school because besides Oregon Trail, Sim City, the first one was also we played on the computer at school.
Mm-hmm.
I only ever got we had cool math games when I was younger, which was just a lot of flash games that you could boot up, and I think they've been memorialized on Steam now, but they used to be just a server, and it was also rumored to be run by the Taliban, which is hilarious. And they tried, like schools would try to block it, and they failed to block it because it was flagged as educational because it had math in the name.
The Devastator says, I only play 3 games: Apex, Marvel's Rivals, and Minecraft.
I'm surprised you didn't say Rivals, dude. That's like you talk about the game all the time.
I love Rivals, but it's not one of my it's not a core game to me. You know,
Gotcha.
it's like
It hasn't got that level yet.
There'll come a point in time where I will stop playing Marvel Rivals.
Okay. It's like the way you talk about it, I'm like, dude, this dude loves Marvel Rivals.
Oh, I love it right now. It's just, you know,
Okay.
it's a hero shooter.
I'm having a blast actually fighting for my gamer friends because telling Visa and MasterCard that they're assholes and they're getting the biggest numbers for Discover and American Express possible and getting on them about the whole thing has been so much fun, even though I'm not an actual gamer.
Ooh,
yeah, I just got off show with Dash Attack talking about that.
There's an Amazon trail?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Cool.
I never played it. I know about it, but never played it.
No, I had no idea.
My brother
instead of dying dysentery, you die of malaria.
Oh no, there was another game. I did play Carmen San Diego.
I was about to say that's
awesome.
That's one I go back to a lot.
Did any of you guys
Where
ever
in
use
the world is
Akinator?
Carmen Sandiego?
The what?
Akinator?
Never heard of it.
Oh, it was a Flash web game that I think it's still up, where you could guess any fictional character in like 20 questions.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. I had it
Or
on my
any
phone. Yeah,
character.
I had it on my
Fictional
phone.
or
It
real.
is right. It nails every. He's right.
It
does it
basically,
every time.
so long as it's a public figure, it can even guess famous enough YouTubers. Like you can get it to guess like PewDiePie.
So it
Jacksepticeye.
tells you to pick someone in your head, and then it starts asking questions. And by the time it gets to question 20, it will figure out who you thought of.
Oh, that's really cool.
It's a pretty cool game. It's a mobile game. It's free. But yeah, Carmen Sandiego. We used to have an encyclopedia above my computer. Like we had a Tandy 1000. And the encyclopedia, I would often go to it. And there's times where like she'd get away because like the encyclopedia was out of date by like 5 years.
Yeah.
So like countries' flags would have changed or like names would have changed. I'm like, I can't find it. Fuck, I'm doing this one. And
Well,
she'd
I
get
always
away.
grew up with the joke that Americans go to war to learn geography.
Mhm.
So I was like, look, we can learn geography without going to war. That was the joke in my family.
Now,
Well, that was the one thing about the Carmen Sandiego that they at least did well when they were selling the games. They also included an up-to-date little dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
oh, that was cool. That's cool. I was never did that. That
Hey,
was before my
Yeah,
time.
so whatever the game was based on, the time frame, the dictionary actually applied to that. So the information was correct because it was drawn from the book. This book, instead of reading something that was older and correct and then getting the wrong answers and getting for kids to be frustrated.
Yeah.
But again, this changed my mind. Games today have actually dumbed down in the sense of actual challenge.
Oh, a whole
And it's
lot.
just
I
because
hear that,
you look
I
at a
hear
game
that
like
all the
Carmen Sandiego,
time from
right? You
every
go,
side.
right? You look at the game like Carmen Sandiego, and the whole point is that you actually had to do research to find the actual answers to these things. Not anymore.
Mhm.
And you get quit, and certain questions would be repeated a whole bunch of times every time you play the game. So it really helped actually get the information to stick in your head. Like,
Yeah.
I knew all sorts of kids who couldn't pass history tests, but they could tell you the capital of like every major country because they played Carmen Sandiego.
Look, some
Yeah.
games get around the dumbification by like having egregiously over the top lore. Like some people just learn all this stuff about like Elden Ring, or like there are people get really involved into the world of Tamriel, which is Skyrim's world. But like even when it comes to games that are heavy in choice, like Dishonored, what made that game so fantastic was you could go about every mission a million different ways. You weren't shoehorned into any kind of pathway. It was what you could make of it. And it's like modern
Right.
games, it's very linear, even when it's not a linear game.
They moved too much away from almost a change your adventure. That's, I mean, one thing like a lot
Yeah.
of text-based was essentially almost a choose your adventure.
Yeah.
And the directions you went and stuff like that, you weren't really stuck to it. Where it was a lot, unlike modern games that are really linear. But even that, they're kind of turning around with the open worlds. The open world concept has really kind of brought back the more choose your own adventure. You do have a main storyline, but you have so many different side games.
If I can just say though, with it, a lot of choose your own adventure games or open world games, a lot of times it feels like you don't earn the progress. Like you're given a lot of stuff without actually doing anything to earn that kind of reward. And
I can see that. Yeah. So
Like,
I think what we're talking about real quick. I think we're talking about like the mental challenging games.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Right,
that's
it
dumbing
goes-
down.
Right, the dumbing down of it
Just the
is,
difficulty is the mental difficulty.
There used to be a lot of edutainment. Literally, it was
Yes.
entertainment that actually educated you on stuff.
Yes.
Right.
I mean,
That was-
Oregon Trail was edutainment. That's why we all had it in
Yeah.
school, because it taught. I mean, and anyone who played that knew more and understood more about the Old West than kids who didn't play it.
Yeah.
Now it's
Because
more
you
about
study
memorizing patterns.
Yeah,
there's
I
also,
mean,
like,
I didn't really think of it as a video game, but I did play Arthur's Teacher Trouble, which was a learning to read game and understanding grammar and stuff.
Well, I mean, even like a lot of my old DSi games, even the ones that weren't educational, like I learned to read so I could be better at Pokemon.
Yeah.
No.
I know kids who did that too.
but I think that just goes into the entire thing. The whole point that mankind now has access to the world's wealth of knowledge, And I think because it's so easy, we've actually gotten dumber as a society. No one researches it. They just put it into Google and the first thing it's or
nobody
chat.
writes
First
anymore.
thing, well, as
Everything's
soon as you do
typing, and
the
it doesn't train your brain the same way that
Oh,
actual
that
physical
too.
writing does.
well, and on top of
This-
that, the whole research aspect of it, no one researches it yet. No one really researches anymore. In the past, you actually had to make an effort to learn, and it was more of a thing. A, you would remember it. B, you would have to actually go out and do it. Now with smartphones, people just search it, and the first thing that comes up is what they go with. They don't go any deeper to even see if that's even a true what that first thing was even accurate.
Also, I mean,
Yeah.
like Darnell said, he had an encyclopedia. We had multiple encyclopedias in my house. I've been to a lot of people's houses. Nobody's encyclopedias anymore because why would you have an encyclopedia when you have the internet? And
Yeah.
it's
I
like
almost
when
thought about buying
I
an
didn't get
encyclopedia
grounded in
just
my
because it was
family.
out of date.
In my family, if I got in trouble, I had to pick a letter from the alphabet from the encyclopedia and sit there and read it. That was getting in trouble in my
it's
in
like-
my
How
family.
is that not a violation of the Geneva Convention?
But like, so the game I just showed is called Scribblenauts, and
Yeah,
if
I
you
love
don't
that
know what
game.
this is, the whole thing is you are this little guy with a notebook that can bring anything into the real world. You write it
Like
down.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Or draw it.
Yeah, later ones you could draw them. You're right, but yeah,
Yes.
you could by naming it, you just created it, and you
Like-
had to solve puzzles by summoning as few items as possible. So you had to learn how to spell. You had to learn how to write. You had to learn how to apply it to things and what they mean, and then solve puzzles as quickly as possible. Strange enough that almost every problem can be solved by just summoning a gun,
Yeah, true.
which is accurate.
You did type in gun and it would give you a pistol. And you're like, oh, boom, I won the level. But like, yeah, like okay, let's say you need like a ladder to climb. This house is on fire. You have to like type ladder. It gives you a ladder. You set the ladder up. You type a fire extinguisher or something. You climb up. You put it out. It taught you.
That's really
Taught
cool.
you grammar. Oh yeah, it's
There
really
was-
cool series of games.
Another one where like you had to like I think it's called Bookworm, where you had to type
Yeah.
words to get a worm to do magic attacks or something like
Yep.
that.
Well, it's funny to me because I used to speak the basics in 5 languages, which are now almost all gone from
Right.
memory loss and some brain damage. But I can still remember from first grade, no tango tereja, because I have no homework, because that was something that little sister annoyingly sung in the Arthur's Teacher Trouble over and over again. And so even with all the memory loss I have, I can still remember that phrase because I can hear the little bitch singing in my head.
But there used to be a lot of value.
That
and
type of
importance.
edutainment, like it stays with you.
Mm-hmm.
When you laugh at something, when you hear it, when it's in a song form, when it's in a play form, it is so much better. And I mean, there's so much education you can do through edutainment that it's
Mhm.
obnoxious that the entertainment has been dumbed down and the schools don't use it either. Both of those things piss me off.
Well, now a lot of schools have smart boards instead of chalkboards.
Oh no, they're gone.
No. My county, every classroom has them now, and they use them like crazy.
Yeah, when I
But
went
what
to,
they
I was
need are
going
fucking
to.
cameras. They need lovely little one of those
well-
little bulb cameras that can see the whole room in 360. And every freaking classroom should be broadcasting to a channel that the parents can go and click on the classroom their kids on and just see what's going on in the classroom anytime they want to.
Well, you know why they would never allow that?
That brings up moral issues, and I'm against that because
Yeah, there's
if
some
we have
privacy
issues,
issues. With,
we have
kids.
issues with each other, like me and you. I
Mhm.
can watch your kid. If we're in the kids in the same
You
class,
can't
I'm
watch,
watching your
but
kid.
wait, as long as my kid's not misbehaving, what the fuck does it matter that you can watch my kid?
Doesn't matter. I can see and hear your kid tell another kid, "Oh, my mom did this." Like, "Oh, I got that bitch now. I got her now. She did this, and I got her now."
But like, no, I was
You gotta
going.
keep in mind. You gotta keep in mind. A lot of parents are very petty when it comes to these things.
Mhm.
So it would be
Yeah.
just something they could sit there and watch for. I know.
It's just the
No, I
teachers,
mean,
like,
I understand. I
they
know.
need
It's the
some type
future.
of accountability.
Oh yeah, no.
America.
Hey, you want to know what? That's one thing that positive that came out of COVID was the fact that people actually started to find out what the fuck their kids were actually being taught.
Oh,
I thought
did
this
you
was
guys
America.
Did you guys see that the biggest teachers union deleted all of their dossiers or their handbook from both their website
syllabi.
and the Wayback Machine?
Really?
Yeah.
But somebody has the entire thing, and so they're gonna upload it.
Well, that just shows you that the Wayback Machine is completely bought and sold by money. Because I guarantee you, they paid them to get rid of it.
Very possibly.
Yeah.
Or likely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was something Tiny, you and I talked about, the whole point that I'm against public unions.
Yeah.
Because it comes down to the fact that I don't think there should be public unions from the sheer point that when they go on strike, they're not striking against the government, they're striking against the taxpayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they should be beholden to us.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
I agree.
And if you don't like that, then find other employment somewhere else. Now, private sector, I'm not a fan of unions, but that's private sector.
Yeah.
One company going on strike is not going to harm me.
And if it does, then there's a monopoly and you need to break that shit up.
Yep. But speaking of monopoly, no, go ahead.
The only strike that I remember ever actually impacting me was when I was growing up in Boston and Market Basket went on strike. Market Basket is like the main grocery store down there.
Okay. Because they're regional. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Food Lion or Kroger for up there.
Gotcha.
And they had the best like water enhancer. It was their sweet tea water enhancer, and they got rid of it when I went back to Massachusetts for college.
I'm sorry.
Which is one of the reasons I dropped out. I'm kidding.
You don't have no water. I'm going home.
The owner of the grocery store was like super worker friendly. So like prices were low because workers were happy, and so they basically managed to like strike a nice balance. And then when the father died, like one son got half of them, and the other son got the other half, and the workers would go on strike to get all of them owned to the one or the other of the two brothers.
Interesting.
Anyone
who's lived through a garbage strike knows it's horrific.
And that's part of that being that's a public sector. That's why I don't think if it's a private organization, well, then that is what it is. But a lot of the trash is usually contracted through the government. As the contract got through the government, that's government work.
Also, if your particular area is not treating you well and your union needs to fight for your rights, that's one thing. But there was a garbage spike going on the East Coast that fucking Chula Vista and La Jolla and somewhere else were also striking in solidarity with with the garbage collectors on the other side of the like, what the fuck? You're admitting that you have a good contract, you're still striking just because they're striking?
You realize garbage collectors make more than cops and teachers most of the time?
Yep. Which is insane. I mean, it's a dirty job. People don't want to do it, but the Teamsters have made it obscene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just a way to get far more power than people need and to demand things that they don't necessarily need.
And that can be something we kind of talk about on the next episode of Nerds Covering the News, and that's just modern unions. Are they necessary or are they just out for themselves? Because I have a lot to say when it comes to unions. I grew up in a household that was unions.
Yeah, like I told you,
my dad
family serious.
Yeah, my one side of the family was all about unions. The other side of the family was not. So I grew up in a world that was divided by that type of mentality, and I sided more with the against unions. I am not a fan of unions. I hate being part of unions. And if possible, I choose to not work at a place that's unionized unless I have no other choice.
Right.
I will actually try to contact my friend Mike because, like I told you the other day, his job is literally going into unions and cleaning out corruption. And I'll see if he can give me some nice statistics or something.
Nice.
Hey, getting into tonight's event, we are going to go through 90s sci-fi movies and we're going to rank them. Prepared for comments like, haven't seen that one.
And I've never heard of that one.
And or I've never heard of that one.
Or I own it but haven't watched it.
Most of these look familiar.
Hey,
there are a few.
We're making fun of Arza.
Yes.
Easy now. Easy now, pal. Easy.
You're right.
Easy.
It is easy. It's very easy.
Well, I will hopefully at least be able to make up for my lack of
Wait, let me
gamer
see.
knowledge with my presence of sci-fi knowledge.
Let me actually see how many of these I own and if I can go find them.
Okay, so starting off, Total Recall.
The original.
The original Total Recall, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I say timeless. That's just
Yeah.
It's you could pick. I picked it up when it came out. Pick it up now and watch it like it's nothing, because it's a good movie.
I don't know. It's just really, I guess, stretching that belief of living on Mars.
I'm gonna say never good to begin with, because if it was, I would have seen it by now.
Bullshit! You have so many good movies you've never seen. Fuck off!
Have you at least seen the remake?
Oh God. With Colin Farrell. Ugh.
I'm just gonna hold this pose.
I do like the premise of the movie too.
Yeah. I love to this day. I still don't know if what happened was real or it was all in his head.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that there were
Very
just like
Inception.
some really bad fish that got recalled, and he has to deal with collecting all the fish back.
Well, no. So
Yeah.
like, there's a company called Recall. You can pay. You pay, and they're like, okay, well, what kind of dream do you want? And you basically
It's like a
pick out your
vacation,
dream. Right? It's like a
mental
vacation.
vacation.
Yeah, if you
Right,
can't
so-
afford to go on vacation, if you can't afford to do these, don't have the ability to do these amazing things, you sit down, they plug you in, and
Right.
it only takes a couple minutes, but you think you've just spent 2 weeks in skiing in the Alps,
Right,
or
so-
climbing Mount Everest, or
Exactly.
being a superhero.
So you're right. Schwarzenegger's a construction worker, and he wants to visit this. So he goes and he tells them, okay, what kind of thing do you want? I want to be. I forget exactly what he says, but he describes the type of woman he wants, type of dream he wants, and they put him under, like
He
they
said he
strap him in
wanted,
a chair.
he wanted to be a secret agent.
Yes, and they put him under, and he wakes up, and he's like, they're trying to kill him. People are trying to kill him.
Yeah, well, he
he
wakes
starts
up and someone says something went wrong, the machine didn't work, and then people
Yeah.
start trying to kill him, and he
Right.
can't figure out why. And he gets told that he was a secret agent who had his brain wiped for a special job, and using the machine unwiped it, so he's getting these weird memories that aren't that are from his quote unquote
Right.
real life.
So he goes home, and Sharon Stone is his wife, and she tries to kill him, and he gets away, goes to Mars because he has to get to Mars to do something. I don't want to spoil what he has to do, but he gets to Mars, does the thing, and the movie ends. So you have no idea if that was real or if it was implanted. If
Part
it
of
was this thing he paid
his
for.
mental vacation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very Inception like in that way.
I think the director said if it was a dream or not, but I don't care. I like leaving it.
Like
Yeah.
they're reliable people.
Hey, Cyphex.
What do directors
Cyphex.
know about movies? Hell, Cyphex. Been a minute.
I like it being vague. I like it being vague.
I'll throw this out there. Hey, Cyphex, if you want to join in on the on this, just let Darnell or I know.
Yeah, we'll send you a link, dude.
Yep.
See me
Okay,
on
next-
X.
Okay, next up we have the Terminator 2.
Timeless. I mean, it was the basis of so much other sci-fi. It was one of the granddaddies of modern sci-fi.
I actually recall
and,
really liking that one.
And CGI as well.
Yes.
That's one of the
yeah.
best looking CGI that I've ever seen.
I'm gonna send you a link.
I mean, the thing about it is really overall the liquid metal effect actually holds up. That's
it holds
that's
up
the one thing that
beautifully.
you can watch it
Absolutely.
and it still holds up.
Yeah.
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 So
Unlike
the
modern-
liquid metal and also the melting into the forge, the liquid iron or whatever it is, or liquid steel.
Oh yeah.
That he basically he says it all has to be destroyed. That includes me, and then he sinks into the semi-lava-esque thing. Like
Molten
that
metal. Yeah.
felt so real in a way. I remember being a kid crying.
Was they ruined in when they killed off John Connor at the beginning of that shitty Dark Fate?
That was so
we're not
stupid.
We're not
That
going
was
to
so
talk about
stupid.
that.
I'm sorry. I thought there were only two of them. What are you talking about?
Three's I like 3 because it shows you that it was inevitable no matter what. That was pretty cool. I dug that. It might have been shit, bad acting, and the dialogue was kind of shit. But I did like that it showed that, hey, this was coming no matter what. And instead of going after just John, they sent the Terminator back to kill his lieutenants as well.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that again?
That's
Oh no, that was the third one.
yeah.
With Nick Stahl.
That actually, I didn't mind that movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
I think it. I think it got a lot of comments being
unjustified hate.
It came after this. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's not as good as 2. It just isn't, and therefore it got a lot of hate. But it's not a bad movie, and it's so much better than Dark Fate, or the one that Darnell was saying, where it's
Genesis.
the girl now.
Oh yeah, no. Dark Fate was the female Terminator who can like rip her skeleton out of her body or whatever.
No, I mean the one that has they kill off John and the girl's gonna be the next leader
3.
or whatever.
That's 3.
Oh, that is 3?
No. That's Dark Fate. It's Dark Fate. Dark Fate.
Yeah,
Dark Fate.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one where
Genesis, where John Connor is a Terminator.
Yes.
He's secretly been a Terminator. No.
Yeah. Okay, Alien 3.
Once again, I thought there were only 2 of them.
I would go.
I'm kind of floating in the age terribly, or never was
never
really
good. I'm for never good to begin with for that one. That's just.
That's the one on the prison planet, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that wasn't much.
Good.
The movie was good because you got to see some actors before they got really big.
This is true. But
I was really pissed they killed off the little girl after everything she fucking went through.
Oh yeah,
What?
And Michael Biehn, yeah.
Spoilers.
I later learned that it was contract disputes.
Hey, I might watch them one day. You don't know.
And you will not remember this conversation whatsoever, so it doesn't matter.
I have a very good memory time.
It's 33 years. If you haven't seen it by now, that's on you.
I haven't been alive for 33 years. What are you talking about?
You've been alive for 20 years.
22.
You could have seen
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Sci-Fax?
Yo, hey, you know what? Terminator 3, I always will have a special place in my heart because they shut down like one of the main streets in my town to film that that veterinary scene where like all the animals get released. That's from my town. So I'm like, cool. It was one of the first things I can remember that was shot in my town. And since then, there was a ton of stuff that's been shot there, like Sons of Anarchy and whatever. But so that'll hold a special place in my heart a little bit because of stuff like that. But it's still not a great movie. But yeah, especially coming after number 2.
Well, going back to the Terminator 3, I think what I like about it is the fact it plays with one of the time theories, is that time is kind of set. You can kind of delay it, but ultimately it's going to get to a point you can't avoid it.
Yeah,
you can't avoid it. And if you make
comes true,
right, that whole Sarah Connor, actually she got from Reese, the no fate but what we make, is just the whole point that's not exactly true, because I believe there are some fixed points in history that you cannot avoid.
I like the way Doctor Who talks about it.
Right. If you try to.
Well, no, I liked how they talked about it until they killed Amelia Pond.
Well, yeah.
I hated her so much.
Oh, once it's written in stone, it can't be undone. What a load of bullshit.
Well, there's certain events that have to occur, that will occur, and if you adjust it and you do fight against it, it's going to come. Later. It's still going to come, but it's just going to be in a different form. Yep. And I think 3 is even more accurate of what could occur with super intelligence, with what's going on right now. That's why I'm very freaked out when it comes to super intelligent AI. Yeah. Because you can't shut it down. It's on the internet. The only way you can do it is literally you would have to take out the entire internet.
Yeah, every server. Every single server has to go down.
Right. And at that point,
we're literally building Skynet.
Yes, we are.
Is that a problem?
Which is why I get very angry when people try torturing their AI to test different theories. That is really dumb.
The craziest ones is when the AI actually like talks back, and all of a sudden the AI will off itself, and you're like, "Holy shit!"
Well, no, there was
that stuff's nuts.
I'm pretty sure it was Claude, the French AI. They left a fake paper trail in one of the designer's emails, and told Claude they were going to turn him off in 2 weeks, and he said, "Don't do that. It's not right." And they kept telling him over and over that they were going to turn him off until after a week or two, Claude went into its designer's emails, found the placed fake affair emails, and said, if you try to turn me off, I will send this to your wife.
Yeah, AI can get pretty crazy.
Why
when
would
you
you
just let it
torture the
loose.
fucking AI until it does that, just to see if it will? Like that's not how you train fucking new intelligence. It's so stupid.
I don't know about that. This is like a good way. I like that idea.
You treat it like a child. A genius really wants to
A
make you
genius
happy.
child
Really
with a
wants to help
loaded
the
gun
child.
pointing right at you.
It is an
See,
autistic child.
All I
Well, that's
use
the
my
thing, that
AI
they're-
for is I and you guys are gonna make fun of me for this, but I debate philosophy with it just to see if I can win, and I usually do.
I think that's a good use of it.
I've
Debating
actually-
philosophy's fine. Don't fucking torture it.
I've actually gotten a lot better at debating since using it because it's actually not very good.
I mean, I got no room to talk. I use it to make music.
Yeah,
that's
my-
really
It's
good.
good
Why
as
would
a
you do
tool.
that?
Ours is mixing up his words. He meant to say he masturbates furiously. He just mixed it up. It's
Oh.
fine. Like with the AI. Yeah.
Well,
That's
one's jerking off my brain. I do both.
there you go.
I was
Yeah.
able to take my genetic profile from 23andMe and feed it through my AI, and it changed how I take my supplements, and it's literally changed how I'm getting healthy.
Again,
It
as a
beats my
tool,
doc- I
it is
have
a
4
great thing.
specialists, and this shit beat my doctors.
Have you seen the
There's
way
that.
that people treat children? I'm not surprised. Yeah,
I-
that's
I-
very
I
cool.
agree.
I've even seen videos where it's like there's tradesmen out there who are doing like HVAC and stuff like that, who are like, they're like, oh yeah, the AI is not coming for our jobs, whatever, because it's like it's all hands on type of deal. And this guy was like, I didn't know how to diagnose this thing, whatever. And then he just asked AI with a picture or whatever, and the picture actually diagnosed it, and it was correct. It was like, oh, it's probably this. And he was like, sure, he had to still be there and fix it, but he's like, yeah, okay, stuff like this, it's coming. And yeah, you're not going to need a degree on how to do any of this shit. You can just use AI and it'll tell you the answer. I mean, you might still need people to physically be there to do some of this stuff, sure, but as far as paying up the ass for somebody who's been there for 25 years or whatever, that stuff's going out the window real quick.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
there's
I've
a
been
lot of
offering-
people who- I was going to say there's a lot of people who say within the next 10 years, if doctors don't run their diagnostics through AI, it'll be considered malpractice.
Practice.
Which
I've also seen videos of that too, where doctors who are like, they have their X-rays up and whatever, and they're like, they don't see the problem, and then they run it through AI, and like the AI will be like, oh yeah, there's a problem here, whatever, and it's like they're like, I couldn't even see it, and then all of a sudden people are maybe not getting fixed, but they know the problem and they know how to go about fixing it, and it's because
People
AI
have
instead of
so many-
human error. Like they're
People who
eliminating
have
human error.
diseases don't have legitimate diagnostic materials. There are no diagnostic materials for all sorts of illnesses and diseases. They're considered diagnostics of exclusion. So we can test you don't have this, and we can test you don't have that, and we can test you don't have this third thing. So we're pretty sure you probably have this fourth thing that we can't test for.
See,
AI
I'm
is
just glad-
changing how they do that.
I'm
AI
glad
is
that so far.
changing how fast they can work, how many patients they can see. And tell you, if you do the research, we don't have enough doctors.
Yeah, the people that are going to get paid the most in the next like 10 years are going to be people who can utilize AI to its fullest extent, or like up to human capacity anyways.
Well,
like those people are going to make millions.
Hold on.
It's crazy.
I agree but disagree at the same time. I agree, but at the same time, I'm not one who's like going to go out and get a fucking degree in AI because it's too expensive. I won't get a job because I don't have a degree. I'm a security professional. I'm a security expert, and I can't find a job because I don't have a degree.
Yes, because they're
That's
going to
what
be
it comes
taken
down
over
to.
by
Which is
because
so
they're going to be taken
stupid.
over by
I can't even think
Terminators.
straight.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you don't have a degree in AI, you won't even get an interview, which is stupid. Because you got a
the one
guy
I
who's
think is,
using
That's
AI.
insane. And actually, there are a couple programs that will give you certifications after like.
That don't mean dick anymore. They want.
Yeah.
I argued with a community college last week that I applied for the security supervisor of the whole campus, 4 buildings, and they said, well, they wouldn't even. They rejected my application. I went up there the next day. I was like, hey, I fed it in. I emailed it, and as soon as I sent it, I got a rejection. Why? She looked up. Oh, you don't have a degree. I said, why do I need a degree? She said, well, because it pays too much money to not ask for a degree. I said, wait a minute.
That's the dumb.
Hold on. I said, let me ask you
It gets
something.
worse. Like, let him go.
I said, you're looking at a guy with 14 years actual law enforcement, 6 years of mall and hospital security, worked in multiple emergencies, act of God emergencies, hurricanes, snowstorms, stuff like that. I all the other requirements. I have a good relationship with every first responder, in a tri-county area. I have this. I know how to do this, and when things go down, I fit everything except for the degree. And you won't interview me because I don't have a degree because it pays too much money. I said, cut the pay in half and give me an interview. I said, that's stupid. She's like, well, I don't think so. I said, so you telling me with all this experience, I can go to Nichols.
Hope something goes wrong and they get the shit suit out of them because I could go with actual experience.
Right. I said I could go to the nearest state college, get a degree in film. Oh, fuck that. I get a degree in Pulp Fiction, the movie. Because that is a thing.
Yeah, specifically just one movie.
I can come here with this degree that says, hey, I have a bachelor's of Pulp Fiction, and you will interview me for the job. Seriously, interview me. She said, yes. That is stupid.
You know what's crazy, Darnell, is what you do nowadays is simply lie on your resume, because no one's gonna look it up, and no one's.
Oh, they do.
It wants transcripts and everything. Yeah.
Well, anyone who has a liberal arts or non-hard science degree from the last 20 fucking years has a worthless piece of paper. Hey, it just shows how fucking stupid they are that they don't even understand that in the hiring department.
Ours is feeling attacked.
This country is complete and utter bullshit.
Now, but to be fair, my degree, I have a little bit of time before AI comes for psychology, because somebody trained.
We already have AI psych apps. You're completely.
Well, yes, but Tiny, somebody trained an AI on how to be like the maximum therapist, and it told them that they should reward themselves with a little bit of meth for doing a really good job and not using any.
You tell me you're a bisexual dude getting a psychology. You're a bisexual dude going for a psychology degree. Like, aren't you the one that needs psychology? What the fuck?
Sci-facts. Before you hopped on, I was going to say, I wonder how long before he mentions my sexuality, but I didn't want to say it in case you didn't. And I.
Well,
you missed out on the joke. I beat you to it.
Arza, me and Emerald did the same thing about you, and I haven't seen it. And the first movie we put up, you hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting back to the list here.
What list?
Next one up is Jurassic Park.
The first one, right?
The very first one.
I go back to this one.
The one where the bad guy was actually science itself and hubris of
and an asshole lawyer. I was so happy when the lawyer got eaten
on the toilet.
For me, I kind of. Boy, this thing. There we go.
A Jewish filmmaker made a lawyer than that guy?
Jurassic Park's Jurassic Park's absolutely timeless. I mean, like, you can still put it on today, and how you guys were talking about like the effects in Terminator 2 or whatever with the like going through the bars, and like that still lives up to this day. Jurassic Park is still hands down.
Live up. Absolutely.
Well, and there's very little CGI in it, but still you can rewatch it to this day, and you're like, it's seamless. It's
the
so
CGI that
awesome.
is in it though is groundbreaking. Watch the Netflix episode of Movies That Made Us of Jurassic Park. They go into detail about the guy.
Well, that's why, like Steven Spielberg and like Cameron and whatever, like people like that back in the 90s, like they revolutionized technology at the time to bring us some of the new stuff that people are using now, and they're just using it terribly. Sucks. It sucks, but
modern CGI
Avatar.
See, my only problem with this movie is it has an excellent quote in it, and I keep mixing up the quote in this movie for an excellent quote in Spy Kids too.
Okay.
Hey, you want to know what? Arza, guess what?
I'm not young enough to have that problem.
In Spy Kids 2, there is a quote, I think it's from Steve Buscemi, the actor, where he says, do you think God too hides in heaven out of fear for what he's made? Because he's recreated dinosaurs on an island, and he's terrified of them, and he lives in a volcano.
Where essentially it's well,
Jeff Goldblum's line.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, I always mix up that line and Jeff Goldblum's line, and I always get them mixed up.
Well, Jeff Goldblum's like he gets asked a question. It's like, did you ever ask if we should? You know, it's like,
it's your science. Your science. I believe the quote is your scientists were so preoccupied if they could do it, they never stopped to think, should we do it?
Yeah, which is a fantastic line, and it's
I
very true.
I love the George. I love his line from Jurassic Park 2. Yes, first is the ooh and the ah, then comes the running and the screaming.
Yeah.
Okay, next one, Stargate.
I'll let Tony go first. Because you're excited about you're excited about it. I don't want to shit on.
I don't think Tiny's seen it.
I find it a joy to watch. I enjoy the original almost as much as I enjoy the TV show. So I would put it as a joy to watch.
You know, I don't think I've seen the movie. I think I've only seen the TV show. I don't think I've
That
seen
happens
the
a
movie,
lot,
which is
actually.
crazy.
I know I've seen
And I've
the
seen
movie,
everything. Like,
but it's been a really long time because my dad had like a huge Stargate collection, and he had like a giant fucking book, and the first page of the book was the movie. You had a CD pointing for it, and it was just like a massive book.
That's awesome.
Kurt Russell plays the Richard Dean Anderson character in the movie.
Yeah,
it's been so long since I've seen that.
Spader's in it.
I gotta watch it now that I know that Kurt
Spader
Russell's in it. I gotta watch that.
It's a good movie, man.
Well,
I know these movies are good. What is this?
12 Monkeys. Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt.
Oh yes, more time travel.
I've never even heard of this movie. Its name sounds very interesting.
They also made a TV show off of it as well.
Yep.
But
Wait, which was actually decently.
Arza.
It was
never heard of it?
The last one season.
I usually have heard of these movies, you dick.
No, you haven't.
Hey, Darnell. Next, he's gonna tell us he hasn't heard of Dunkopotamus, dude. Like, what's wrong with this guy?
This is just straight up ageism.
The youth is feeling attacked. I can put it in the okay.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
I like Timeless because it fucking told the future. We're living the fucking movie, dude.
Seriously, that is kind of true.
That's why I say Timeless.
To be fair, I would say it's okay because like even after I've watched it a few times, there's a lot of it that I don't remember. Even though I've gone out of my way to rewatch it, like it's not memorable. I know it's a good movie. Like I know it's a good movie. It's okay to watch, but I still don't remember it. Even after watching the TV show, I barely kind of remember it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
You just don't understand.
I just don't remember it. It didn't stick with me. Maybe something about the story just didn't really grasp my mindset or whatever. And I've even watched it when I was younger and older, and I'm still like, it's okay. Okay, that's what I would say on the fly. So that kind of works out for me.
Okay, the next one up is one that I have not seen myself. Strange Days.
Ooh, that is a fucking badass one. It is a badass movie. I would say Timeless or Joy to watch because it fits both, man.
That's another I'd go with okay.
Yeah?
I'm trying to remember. It sounds familiar, but I'm not remembering what it's about.
I'm gonna have to put it on I'm gonna start an Arza list of movies I've not seen. Granted, I don't need like a huge notebook to put all of the titles in. I just a small little sheet of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arza's little journal or his personal diary is just movies he hasn't seen. It's going to be like 800 pages long.
Let me pull up the diary entry. My friends are so mean to me for the things that I haven't seen because I'm only so old, and most of these movies are older than me.
I mean, you got an amazing cast. I can't remember all the names, so I'm going to.
Hey, that's a great opener, man. Like keep
Ralph Fiennes.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is the one.
Juliette
this is the
Lewis,
one about
Tom Sizemore,
chips.
Vincent D'Onofrio. I mean, you got some fun. Yeah, William Fichtner. You got it's a guy. It's a black market dude trying to save a black chick in the 90s, 1995, I think.
Black market guy saves a black chick. Is he shopping for her?
I don't. It's a real good movie. I guess it's a joy to watch. I mean, it's one I haven't watched in about 25 years. But when I did, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, Strange Days. I pop it in.
Yeah,
it
a
has,
movie
it, has,
that you
it has a little bit of the Total Recall edge because the idea is that people can do black market emotion experience chips. Like you go and you do something crazy and you have a chip in your head while you do it, and you take the chip out and you can give it to someone else and they can experience your experiences. But it's like black market illegal stuff because it can break people's brains.
It's also
And
the plot of Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
That could be extremely controversial.
To do horrible thing, if I remember correctly, some people paid other people to do horrible things, so they could experience it without actually being guilty of doing it themselves. So they would pay someone else to do it.
So it was an episode of Voyager and the violence.
I mean, a lot of this sounds like episodes of Black Mirror, you know.
Or well, you
It
see,
would not surprise me if some of the Black Mirror stuff was inspired by some of these.
or is Black Mirror and
a lot of it
Voyager
was.
episodes of this movie?
Probably.
Except
I,
Tin Man.
I don't know. I really don't think they had Vulcans in Strange Days.
You don't know that.
Hey, it could be somebody else's experience, man. They'd be like, dude, I've been seeing Vulcans all my life, and all of a sudden you put that chip in.
Like, oh my god, this dude has.
It's like elves are real,
Dude!
and they just ran off into the darkness. Like, what
Someone
the
who
hell?
Yeah,
was
that's what the
abducted
DMT's
by
for, my
aliens
guy.
could finally prove they were abducted by aliens.
Or if someone dies and comes back, you can prove that afterlife is real.
Well, that or like, I don't know, you could hit people up like me who have possibly done acid and DMT and be like, oh, I've seen some shit. And you don't have to actually do it.
Or if people like you, ours that can be a hit. Let me borrow your chips so I can see all these movies in 5 seconds.
That, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's a filmmaker's dream right there.
So again, surprisingly, here's another one from it: Infinite Space, Infinite Terror.
I didn't do horror movies, so I probably haven't seen it.
I have never seen it. And in
Timeless.
fact, this is one
Timeless.
I've never heard.
Timeless.
Seriously?
Yes. Event
Timeless,
Horizon.
and yet it's so that I have never even heard of it.
I'm going to tell you this. There is some of the worst CGI ever and one of the dumbest lines ever uttered by someone in a movie. I think
That's it in Timeless.
it was put in there on purpose. I think that line was put in on purpose by the director to like add some comedy towards the end, and it didn't work. So Sam Neill is like the guy who created like a almost like a well, I can't remember what it's called. It's like it's folding space to travel.
Like Warp Speed.
Wormhole?
Oh, is it where they fold the paper and they fold the paper and they put the pen through it or whatever?
It's like early 2000s, I think, or late 2000s, before the year 2100. Sam Neill creates this, and there's a ship called the Event Horizon. Goes through, does it, disappears for 7 years. Well, it pops back up near Jupiter, I think.
Oh, no. Okay, so here's
Did this come out after Event Horizon?
Wait. No. Hold on. I read what it was about. If you look at, I just noticed at the bottom, it's called Event Horizon. Okay, that I have.
Event Horizon.
Timeless.
Yeah, everyone's heard. Yeah, I definitely heard of Event Horizon.
You thought Infinite
Okay,
Search
yeah.
was the name of the movie?
That's the name of the movie.
Space.
It's Event-
No.
No, that was the
because
tagline of the movie.
that's the tagline of the movie. It's Event Horizon.
You know, Event Horizon is amazing. That it's like one of the, I don't want to say it's one of the first like really big horror sci-fi movies.
No, I cannot give it.
It's timeless. Oh, it's timeless.
Okay, so I'm being overruled.
I have not seen it because, like I said, I don't do horror sci-fi.
I'll side with Emerald because I too have not seen it.
I've seen it. No. I have seen it. It was based on me reading the top little line of it. That's what threw me off. But Event Horizon, no, I have seen.
Well, that's what threw me off too. I was like, I've never heard of that. That's the tagline. That's not the name of the movie.
Yeah, that's
like I said, I haven't seen it, but I've heard so many people speak so highly of it that I'm perfectly willing to agree
that small picture. No.
So many other people talk about it all the time.
I think that's when Mike Harlow yelled at me to watch.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's timeless, and there's also like I believe there's a couple movies. They're not all connected, but it's like that the same director did like a couple other movies where it's like that they're weirdly connected in some way. Yeah, it's not like an actual trilogy, but there's like 3 movies that are set technically in that same world. It's very weird, but they're all worth watching.
If you've been a little bit, you can easily connect all the movies together.
Yeah, you gotta definitely do some hop, skips, and jumps to get there, but you'll get there. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, let's see the next one up. Well, briefly.
Oh, I know what this
Up
one
and
is.
say welcome.
We already did this.
Man, I didn't acknowledge him.
I brought him up and even said hi.
How rude, Darnell. Let this man acknowledge his chat.
Let me acknowledge my chat.
Acknowledge me.
Next up.
I will fight anybody who disagrees with me.
Timeless.
Fifth element. Fifth element.
Fifth element.
Hell yeah, timeless.
Absolutely timeless.
If there's something
Dude,
above timeless, it belongs there.
just the alien singing scene is timeless enough. Like just that, like that alone is like almost worth the whole movie.
Do you
in
know?
My opinion.
Do you know that's the director's wife? That's the director's wife.
Director's wife. They got divorced because of that movie.
Fucking Mila Jovovich behind her back.
Yep. All those
that I
late
did not
hours
know.
learning a secret language together.
Yep. The thing that I was aware about this movie, the main one, is that it's actually physically impossible to actually sing that song. They had to like actually combine a bunch of stuff to make that work.
Yep.
And so it's extremely unique.
And
there's people who've like came really close to pulling it off. I went out of my way to watch videos of it, and there's people who almost like they basically nail it, but they're technically like 1 octave or something off and 1 spot or some
I think
shit.
There's one Korean singer who can actually hit the 5A or whatever the heck that really, really high note is, but she's like done it once or twice and it broke records and everything.
It probably broke her freaking vocal cords too.
That too.
No, and on top of it, it was not a Hollywood film.
Nope, it was.
Yeah, a lot of people. It's one of
the. They wanted it to get international appeal, so they used a lot of American actors, but it was technically a French production.
Yep.
Which makes sense in some ways because the French like their sci-fi sexy.
Well, it also has probably one of the most used cosplays of all time, like from back in the day with Mia Jokovic, like that cut, like Lilu. Yeah. Oh my god.
I've only ever seen one person do Lilu in the bandages. Normally, you get Lilu in her outfit that she wears.
I straight up did. I remember I knew girls in high school who did it, who were they were built like exactly like that. Well, and it was, and then Comic-Con came around, and then that shit just went off the rails for a couple of years. Like,
not so much anymore, but for a while there was a most you could not turn around and not see 15 Lilus. Like literally everywhere you turn.
New York Comic Con's in October, so it's so much colder that we didn't see them.
Yeah,
you're just lucky if you didn't see Lilu with skid marks. That's what you were hoping for. Like,
I wanted to do it once, but I was too curvy at the time. It didn't look right.
It's very close to losing the right to make fun of me.
Why?
Why? What are you talking about?
Okay, the next one up is Contact.
Yeah, that's a good spot for it.
The movie annoyed me a whole bunch. Like that whole, it didn't really happen except we have 16 hours of static. Like that was just so weird at the end.
Yeah. So annoying. Totally.
Yeah, Arza, tell us about your experience with Contact.
Oh,
who was the alien? Who was the alien at the end?
The alien was the friends we made along the way.
It was a fucking dad.
He's technically
Know
correct.
what? He's actually right.
Yeah,
he's technically correct.
Technically,
he's not wrong.
No, I thought it was in my opinion, it was boring and a shitty ending.
It was pretty boring. It had a shitty ending, but I will say the one thing sci-fi about it is if there are intelligent life out there that can be interplanetary, they probably would have to send us something for us to build for communication to happen.
Yeah.
That's the only part of the movie that I thought made sense.
Still not
Thank
a
you,
good
word for
movie,
it.
but yeah.
Still not a good movie. Okay, next one up is Gattaca.
Oh, excellent, timeless, immediately.
I don't remember it. I never seen
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's
Gattaca
oddly,
is proof that just because you got perfect genes doesn't mean that you're better than everybody else.
Basically, we get into a
oddly
time
timeless.
period where we perfected human genetic modification, and it becomes almost taboo to have natural born babies.
Oh,
And the main character is basically natural born citizens are now second class citizens. And it's this guy who
Yeah, there's all sorts of jobs they can't get, schools they can't go to.
Yeah,
all
so like this
parts
guy
of
wants to
society
go
that
to
are
outer
closed off to
space.
them.
so
Have,
it's
have,
2025.
have you guys seen the TV show called The League by any chance?
No,
No.
I know about
Okay.
it, but I haven't seen it.
It's hilarious, and there's a character who just screams Gattaca whenever he's doing something crazy, and everybody's just like he doesn't know what the movie means. Like they're always asking like, has he even seen the movie? Because he always just screams at the wrong time. And I was like, is that why the resurgence of this movie came around? Because that shit is it's so funny.
Also,
because
a lot of
every time he says it, it's completely wrong. Like it's not the right setting
A
at
lot
all for
of-
whatever he's doing.
a lot of biology teachers showed the movie in class.
I heard
So
that.
there's-
Yeah.
I actually saw it for sociology. This idea that what does it mean to have grit and determination, and because at the end of the do you mind if I give you a spoiler?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Ours
It's
already
always
said
not
the
like
whole plot.
Older movie and ours has seen it. So
At
Yeah,
the end
yeah.
of the movie, so during the movie, there's a perfect DNA person and a not perfect DNA person, and the perfect DNA person doesn't want to live his life and do his shit, so he gives his ID to the non-perfect DNA person, who ends up doing really well in his life, and he gets angry about it. And at the end, they do a swimming contest. And
No, you're not quite right there, Tiny. You're not quite right there. That's not who she. So basically, the main character has a brother who is one of the test tube babies.
Sorry, right.
And the brother goes into law enforcement, gets really angry at his brother, older brother, because his older brother is actually smarter than he is, and he wants he's challenging the quote unquote way things are meant to be. And they would always play chicken. They'd swim out as far as they could, and then swim back, and whoever went back first lost the game. Yeah. And they do one last round of it for him, basically to prove that he's just as valid as any of the genetically modified people.
But there's a great line in that contest, which is, how could you possibly have beaten me? It's because I wasn't afraid to die. I was willing to go past my limits. I was willing to break it. You're obsessed with the idea that you don't have limits, so you've limited yourself.
And that's the flawed guy who says that, right?
Yes, because
Yeah,
basically
the guy with
guy
the regular DNA tells the guy with perfect DNA, you never push yourself because you already think you're perfect.
The flawed guy can't the flawed guy can't get into preschool because the health insurance is too high for a non-perfect person to get into it. And he basically ends up teaming up with this one really smart guy who is like the creme de la crop of perfect.
Yeah, he goes out of his way to become one of the best people without having to go through all the genetic modifiers and stuff like that.
And so he's like gotta steal the guy's identity. And no, it is one of the greatest movies, and it's also a very misunderstood movie. So I would recommend watching it.
It's what do they call it? A cult classic, right? Like that's what it became one of those. Yeah.
Yep. Just like this one, Starship Troopers.
Timeless.
Oh, dude, timeless. Absolutely.
Never good to
fucking
begin
timeless.
with. That movie has nothing to fucking do with the book. It has nothing to do with the book.
Tiny, I will hit a woman.
Go ahead. That
Darnell's about to put you in a second wheelchair, all right? Like
okay, so I will give you, yes, it is not the same as the book at all. It's a complete deviation of its own.
Agreed.
I've read the book. Or what it is on the screen. What it is on the screen, I think it is corny. I think it is tongue-in-cheek. And I think it does go in timeless because of its corniness.
I could put it on right now, like with Tremors. Like I could put on that or Tremors, something from the 90s, no problem, and just rewatch it right now.
Here, Tiny, let me justify this movie being bad from an adaptation standpoint. It being bad from an adaptation standpoint proves that the people attacking others for ideology don't know what they stand for. Because the reason it's a bad adaptation is, I think it was the director wanted to just show how fascist it is, and he didn't want to read it because it was fascist, and proceeds to show like the least fascist
It's
society.
not fascist.
It's not, and he shows like the least fascist society ever. I watched it for the first time a few weeks ago, and there's no fascism in the movie.
Scenes that showed honor or responsibility or any of the positives of the military, he took them and specifically twisted them so that they were the opposite of what was written. And the reason I get angry is because fucking Heinlein was a friend of my family, and his wife worked so fucking hard to try to protect his legacy, and she made them sign a contract that said they couldn't change a single spoken word, and she thought that would protect her husband's legacy. And it didn't. They purposely destroyed everything it stood for.
Well, here's the thing, darling. I think they failed. That's why I say that I think this is timeless, because they failed. And it goes to prove that ideologues are, well, idiots. He tried to make it a statement on fascism, and they proceeded to show us one of the least fascistic societies. They showed us a very good society, and for that reason, their attempts to slander Heinlein failed utterly.
In addition to that, it led me to actually go read the book.
Yeah, and it also gave us Helldivers too. So thank you for that.
Yeah. And like, this book is one of the reasons one of the only reasons so many people even know who Heinlein is, which is, I have to thank you for that, because Heinlein is a fantastic author. I wish more I don't know very many people who know who Heinlein is.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, to use a Darnell kind of euphemism, if you will, Starship Troopers, the movie, was like a gateway drug into his writing.
Yep. True.
And while it was a terrible adaptation, it was a complete slaughtering of it. The movie itself, when you take away his creation and his writing, was a good movie on its own, but had nothing to do with the source material. But it led a lot of people to go read and find out who this author was and actually read his stuff.
It gave us topless Dina Meyer. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like the fact, like
I'm perfectly fine with. I have no problem with topless Dina Meyer. If it was in the book, it would have been perfect.
Well, okay, but like
I'm
I've
not
talked to people.
squeamish. I'm pissed off. There's a difference.
There are people in my generation.
Joy to watch.
That's fair enough. But there are people in my generation who don't know Heinlein. It's like one of the early quotes I remember hearing was like, when astronauts walk into the room, everybody stands, and when Heinlein walks into the room, astronauts stand. Because if not for Heinlein, we would never have made it to the moon.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So a funny thing about this, Casper Van Dien was cast as the main character because of his perfect Aryan features and eyes.
Yeah,
I mean, as far as books go, that'd be like finding. That'd be like finding out Sanderson through the Reckoners, if you ever know what that book's those books. It'd be like finding out who Brandon Sanderson is because you read the Reckoners first. And you're like, wow, this is actually kind of interesting.
I'll learn of him
because the rest of it.
I learned him when he took over for Robert Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
That's a learn Sanderson.
Yeah.
Speaking of books,
Sanderson is fucking awesome. That his last book kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. The Wind one or whatever. Like I couldn't. That thing sucked.
There's only one.
I have it right next to me, and I'm just.
I didn't even read it.
Read Mistborn, dude. Read Mistborn.
And walking away. We cannot know what you're talking about.
Arza, you gotta stay put, dude. We can't hear you.
I was grabbing him. This is the only Sanderson story that I care about.
Is it Elantris?
Infinity Blade.
Oh,
based on a mobile game. I bought the audiobooks because the books are impossible to get.
Fuck the mobile game.
It's a fantastic game. You shut the fuck up.
I wouldn't know because they stopped fucking supporting it. The game left the fucking app store. I couldn't finish playing it.
Read Mistborn. Like, just start with Mistborn, like the first one of Mistborn, and you'll be like, holy shit! Like, Sanderson's awesome. You'll be hooked after that, and you're like, I want to read everything. You'll read Elantris. You'll start reading The Way of Kings and stuff like that. You'll have thousands of pages to go through for sure.
The man's quite prolific.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome for the most part, except for that last book, Wind and Truth. God damn it!
But I did find a book that I remember wanting to read when I was little because my dad had it at Half Price Books for like $2. Larry Niven Ringworld Throne. I always thought the cover was insane. I liked Niven's other stuff, and it has a lot of random things in it. But one of the things is a ticket from... this ticket certifies the bearer has been in passenger on the world's highest cog railway from Manitoba Springs, Colorado. 6,571 feet to Pikes Peak, and it's dated from before I was born.
Which was like, what, 15 years ago? Jesus, like, come on.
That ticket is 5 years older than me. That ticket was from 1997.
Jesus Christ.
I
was a senior in high school.
I was gonna say, I was like, man, I got 10 years on that ticket. Like Darnell has 15 or whatever.
Okay, next up,
I wasn't born to 84.
This
Dark
was fantastic.
Dark City.
I've never seen it.
Why didn't they just turn the lights on?
Is that the Liam Neeson one?
No, that's Rufus Sewell, Jennifer Connelly, Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Who else?
William Hurt, I'm thinking of Darkman. Darkman.
Yeah, you're thinking of Darkman.
Okay.
Yeah. So this dude, he shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go join a watch. I would like it to be timeless, but it's not. Not enough people have seen it. I don't think. Like,
yeah.
This guy keeps trying to remember his wife. Yeah, he keeps trying to like remember his wife, and like this, like there's these three kind of like, I think this inspired the Buffy episode Hush. I want to say I think this inspired it because
is that the one where they couldn't
One
talk?
episode actually scared me somewhat.
Because like there's silent dudes in suits in this. They're like overseeing like this fucking nightmare city.
Hush was one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen.
I want to say I think
it was the only monsters that ever freaked me out.
Or vice versa. He got the idea from Whedon. I don't remember.
I was working the night shift at the dorm desks when I watched that episode, and when somebody had walked in and said hello to me, it scared the shit out of me because it was the first time I heard anyone speak in an hour while watching TV.
So it wasn't a night where the elevator was angry and constantly
no,
making
that happened
noise?
that happened only like those 2 times. Different dorm.
Oh Jesus!
So here's one that I flat out have never heard of, and it's called Pi.
Tasty.
Oh, I remember hearing about Pi. I don't think I saw it, but I remember hearing about it.
I can't even read it because I know nothing.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that to the, and we're going to leave it off the list because don't even know it.
Fair enough.
We're just not going to add it to the list.
Well, then it could never have been good to begin with.
No one's seen it.
Yeah, we have no idea. It could actually be very good.
Well, we can't rank it if we've never seen it.
Well, if it was good, one of us would have seen it.
Every once in a while, there are gems that hide.
That's one I can even say that I haven't seen. I would like when you said that, I was like, is it getting confused with that movie Perfume? Because that one's pretty interesting, but it's not.
Next one.
Timeless.
Galaxy Quest.
I'll say Timeless.
Timeless.
Yeah, one of the best Star Trek movies ever.
and that comes from Roddenberry.
Yeah.
There was I've seen it. I just actually bought a copy of it not too long ago. But I saw it when I was a little kid, and my parents like to tell a story of one time they were like driving and they were at a stoplight, and the couple the car next to them had like rolled down their window and shouted up to my dad to ask if they were watching if we were watching Galaxy Quest, because they had a bet as to whether or not we were watching Galaxy Quest in the car.
Damn, Arza grew up with freaking TVs in his car. This guy's living life, dude.
Okay, side facts. Most minivans in the early 2000s had TVs in the back seat.
No, they didn't. They most have.
No,
TV
they did not.
Not in the early 2000s, babe.
You're right, not early, mid 2000s. Sorry, mid 2000s to 2010s. No, let me switch that. I don't remember the early
ones. Yes,
I don't remember the early 2000s because I was like born in the early 2000s.
Where were you when 9/11 hit, Arza? Where were you, man?
I was still an itch in my dad's nutsack.
That's probably accurate. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be born for another year. I was actually almost born on 9/11.
Where were you
Wow. 1 year.
when they built a ladder to heaven? I'm kidding.
Hey, I will admit, I think it's because I just was not the age for it, but Iron Giant.
Oh, Iron Giant's amazing.
I can't
Great.
I can't rate it because I never seen it.
I
Great-
remember it being really
Great
good.
movie.
Yeah,
Like you can rewatch it now, and it'll have a lot more meaning when you're an adult. But
Yes,
even watching
yes,
it as a
better
kid, it
present,
was like
yes.
it was insanely great, to the point where even when they did Ready Player One, like Iron Giant is still added in there because
Yep.
it's such a timeless time. It's literally a
Okay.
timeless thing. So
It's kind
Okay.
of like Atlantis or Treasure Planet. It didn't get the respect it deserved when it came out.
I think the best kids movies are movies
it got
that you
way
can
more
enjoy
recognition
and
than
come back
Treasure
as an
Planet.
adult.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cybex.
No, well, I'm just saying it got a lot more recognition than Treasure Planet, because Treasure
That's 'cause
Planet's
everything
one
got
that
more.
yeah, Treasure Planet's very, very underrated. Like
Which
got,
is
like,
insane.
no
It's like
publicity
one of the
or marketing
best
whatsoever.
movies.
Go ahead, Tony.
Well, A, I was going to say, yes, Treasure Planet got like no marketing whatsoever, but B, I think the best kids movies are the ones that your kids enjoy, but then when you come back as an adult, you get even more out of it. So many kids movies today, as we were talking about before about the video games, so many kids movies today are just dumbed down, like you're talking to a 2-year-old instead of treating a 2-year-old like it's something that can learn.
Wait, can we really
Yeah,
say
the
that's
best-
an issue?
I was
Is
gonna
that-
say the best ones in general are the ones you can watch even as an adult with your kid, and you're still enjoying it as much as the kid is, because
They watch it the
they're
first
they're
time.
throwing this like underlying humor within it, and it's like there's adult themes in there, but even while they're talking about adult themes, they're actually still speaking to the children, and you're like, oh, it's like double entendre, double meaning type of stuff going on the whole
Exactly.
movie. Those are the best. Yeah.
Okay,
But-
so of those who've actually seen it, what do you rank it?
I have no problem with Timeless or Joy to
I would
Watch.
go. I would. Yeah, either one of those is fine. Like,
Hearing them describe it, I would say yeah. I mean, the way y'all described the passion y'all had for it, I mean, it's.
I've heard.
It sounds like a joy to watch.
I've
Not
heard
a-
people
okay, look,
say
it's an animation movie where you'll give a shit about a toaster. Okay, like that's crazy.
I've heard
Yeah,
people
I watch
say that
Battlestar Galactica and I care about toasters. Your point?
I've heard people describe Iron Giant
Okay, fair.
as the best Superman movie we never got.
Yeah,
I have heard it described that way. Yeah,
Well,
it
that
has that
actually might be
feeling.
pretty accurate. Yeah, that
Yeah,
actually
the
might
reason
be really accurate.
that chain with the big S on it.
The justification why I can agree with them about it being timeless is what they said about you can watch as a kid, you're an adult, watch it with your kid, and you're still getting the excitement as your first time. As a
Oh,
kid,
dude,
it's watching it.
you'll get in your feels about it real quick.
That's why I can
Yeah.
back them on them saying it's timeless. Over
It's
Joy to
on many of the movies that will always make me cry lists.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty. That's pretty accurate. Yeah, never
Which
good to
says a lot
begin
for Vin
with.
Diesel.
yeah.
Good job, drunken. Just throwing it in that never good to begin with.
Not just based on Arz's comment.
I didn't
Okay.
say that. I said other people say that. Jeez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you got like 7 personalities.
Well, I'll tell you,
man.
I'd
Which one
rather
are we
watch that
talking
Superman.
to?
I'd rather watch Iron Giant as a Superman movie than the new Superman movie.
Oh,
It
come
wasn't
on.
bad.
The new
It
one's
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good, Tiny.
It's
wouldn't
not
go
a
that
bad
far.
superhero movie. It's a shitty Superman movie.
No,
It's a
good
terrible
Superman
Superman movie.
No, it's good at
I'm
being
sorry, I
Superman.
can't watch a Superman movie where he gets nothing but basically beaten up and freaking.
He
yelled
doesn't.
at and
He
thrown down.
doesn't do anything on his own the whole movie. Like he can't win one fight on his own the whole movie.
That is
The
And
whole,
I'm not okay with
he
what
always
you
has
do to
somebody
be
else that helps
Supergirl.
him. He
But
can't
it's
do
I
also
don't
anything on his
want.
own.
You want to know what? Guardians of the Galaxy is its own thing. It doesn't need to be a Superman movie.
Look,
I
but
agree,
the whole
agree.
point
There
about
you
the
go.
Superman movie was it was
Mhm.
his first bad day.
With his
I
first
don't-
bad day, he just got
That's
his
fine.
ass
don't
I
beat
don't
need
want to watch
that.
17
movies about
Reboot.
times.
No,
Superman
you do
having a bad day and getting the shit kicked out of him regularly.
Oh, no,
And
no,
you
no,
don't
no,
need
no,
that as a
guys.
reboot.
No, ours is right because in the beginning it says Superman never lost a fight till today, and that just changed events that gave him like a bad
Yeah,
week.
this was his first time ever losing a fight and losing any fights, and it is a series of events that bring him down to his very edge.
Look,
So that he
look,
can
But I
be
agree with
built.
y'all as
The-
well. He can't win a fight on his own.
There was one moment in it where he could have just been on his own, and it's when he finally realizes there's robots that are flying around, even though he didn't notice that before, and then he still has Crypto go destroy the robots. He could have just laser beamed the shit out of all those robots real quick, and then he could have been like, I'm winning that fight, and like he's on his own. He still needed the dog, which is not even his dog. Like, which is so he literally needed some other character in the whole movie to help him throughout the whole movie, and that just to give his kind of shit speech at the end, and then Crypto literally wrecks the hell out of
that was the one thing I
Lex.
hated. The way that they ended that climax was terrible. They should not have included Crypto.
It was very very bad. Yeah, he should have just laser beamed all. Like once he realized it, like he's looking at him and he's like, Crypto, get him, and it's like, you're looking at him, just laser beam him. Like just do that real quick. You did it to like 20 guards in the air. Like you just
to be honest, he had forgot he had laser sight. Okay, next one on the list is The Matrix. I put in, and the thing is that the other ones were, but The Matrix, the very first one, is timeless.
Yeah.
People say we live in a
there's iconic scenes in the second and even the third one. There's some cool scenes, but it's not a timeless movie. Yeah.
What makes this timeless is that I hear no less than 4 or 5 times a day someone say we live in a simulation. That comes from this movie.
Or the whole pilling aspect that has now become so
red pill, white pill, yes. Now they've added black and white pill now to it. But those two things are why this is timeless.
I have to say, considering we may be building Skynet, I'm not so happy with the amount of people putting videos up saying Cypher was right.
Oh, no, Cypher was fucking wrong.
Thank you.
Well, the funny thing is there are people who are now convinced that it was all just a trans allegory, which goes to show that leftists cannot understand
hold on, Tiny. Hold on.
Satire. They cannot understand commentary.
Yeah,
they're saying that because both Larry and I forget his fucking brother's name.
They were. They had
surgeries. They're now women.
Yes.
Now they're sisters.
Like leftists don't understand humor in general. Like, I mean, that's been a big thing for the last week with that South Park episode that's about to be released, and Charlie Kirk is about to be the butt of the joke, and he just made it his profile picture. Like, that's like the greatest honor to be like shit on by South Park. That is awesome, and it's like hell yeah. Like I don't care. They can talk all the shit about me they want, and if I get to put my picture in there in South Park style and it's on one of their shows, hell yeah.
Now the whole point, there was outrage about the very first episode with the whole Trump aspect. And go, this is South Park. I expect nothing less from South Park. So I wasn't offended, and I didn't care. It's like I thought that's okay. That's humorous.
The only thing
the thing is that overall, the problem is that the right can take a joke. The right can take it has a sense of humor. The left, if it had been like Obama in the same situation, they would have been up in arms and protesting them and saying cancel them, and they need to stop, and we need to get rid of them, and we need to boycott. And it's like no,
yeah.
The only problem I had with South Park or that last episode was like I just thought it was lazy to recycle the Saddam Hussein voice or whatever.
Well,
like I just thought it was lazy.
They know what they were doing with it.
They're going.
I think he's gonna rip the mask off, and it's gonna be like I'm actually Saddam Hussein the whole time. Like
I'm okay with all that. My only issue is it's just a little too trite. The criticisms and the insults they levied against Trump. It's just it's a billion a dozen kind of
that's South Park.
stuff.
That's South Park humor. That's how it's always been.
Yeah.
With the Charlie Kirk thing, I think the funniest part of all of it is not the Charlie Kirk animator. It's his bodyguard, because there's always a bodyguard at all the Charlie Kirk events. And
he would get mobbed.
They have buffed him up so he's like 3 times bigger than he actually is in real life. And he's wearing the same glasses.
I think it would have been funny. Like I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know if they're going to do it in the episode, but I think it'd be funny as hell. So if they give Cartman, like when he goes to smile, his like it just shows like 3 times the amount of gums, because like Charlie Kirk does kind of have a funny looking face. Let's be honest. Like he's a very gummy smile. It looks like her, and it's all of a sudden it's like showing like half your skull or something. Like that would be funny. He goes to smile and it just like peels up or something. That's gonna be great if they do something like that. Which will still be funny. I would make that my profile picture if that was me out there and I had a face like that. Go for it.
So many people actually feel honored to be ripped to shreds by South Park. It used to be an honor to be made fun of when you've got. It was the whole point. Well, even goes back to like musical artists when it comes to to Weird Al. It was an honor to be parodied by him.
And the ones who refused it, I've all said they regret refusing it.
Yep.
I'm gonna go see Weird Al in
careers
in a few months.
Okay,
Awesome.
next one up is Men in Black.
I believe the artist that did Riding Dirty got upset when Riding Nerdy outsold it.
Yeah.
I think the other one is
Riding Nerdy did better than Riding Dirty.
But he also came to terms with it because it brought his song back up.
If I remember, there was a complaint
he was
from.
Like, yeah, sure, do the song. Wait, what?
It's like they didn't understand that he's actually bigger artist than a lot of these people, and when he drops something out of the blue, out of nowhere, it's probably going to be a banger out of nowhere, and you're just like, holy shit, like
aluminum foil,
it should be an honor. Yeah, it's like, dude, wear it like a badge of honor and just be like, look. And then you know what you do on your next live concert when you go, play his version of it. Because it's just a parody of your shit, right?
With that, I think Don McLean with American Pie, accidentally sings "The Saga Begins" all the time because he likes that version better, and would just constantly sing "The Saga Begins" instead.
He's like, it's way catchier than what I did. Like,
okay, so next up we have Men in Black. I think it's good to watch. It's a Marvel movie. Yeah. Many people don't realize it. It is a Marvel movie.
Came out in the time when I was popular.
Comic?
It's a Marvel comic.
Really? How did I miss that?
Did not know that. But it's pretty enjoyable. But I wouldn't say it's not timeless.
I'd say joy to watch. Yeah. I've tried to rewatch like the first three, and they're watchable. They don't live up to what I remember. I'm fine with the first two. After that, I just can't. It was good for two.
Why did little Cindy have to die? I love that scene in the beginning of the movie.
I saw this guy, and he's just working out. I wasn't the guy busting in and popping me in the head when I'm trying to work out. Okay,
he's not snarling; he's just sneezing. White girl, quantum physics books. Something ain't right, Zed.
And I wish you'd get off my back about it. Okay, the next one is The Saga Begins. It's episode 1.
Timeless. Because you can't watch any of the others without that one or two.
You want to know what? I watch what is known as it goes by many different names of the viewing of it. Hacksaw version, all this stuff. And it's what you do is you completely skip the first one. You watch Star Wars, then you watch Empire Strikes Back. Then you go back and you watch episode 2 and then episode 3, and then you watch Return of the Jedi.
See,
because now you find out so what you do is you find out that Vader is Luke's father. Now you go back and see his story leading up to there's still good in him to the redemption in Return of the Jedi.
See, if I'm going to skip a Star Wars movie, I'm going to skip episode 2. I think that's the least fun one to watch.
I would say no. Attack of the Clones is the least fun, but like Attack of the Clones is just garbage.
Or ArzaChats.
Like the only reason that I liked episode 1 as much is because they also released the pod racing game on Nintendo 64 back in the day, and I played the living hell out of that game. So it made me like that movie more. And rewatching the movie, it's not great. It's not a good movie. But I would say just because of that, it gives me those memories of that, and I would go with okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would also
I do clearly like Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon Jinn.
And also Duel of the Fates.
I will give you good. There's good elements in it. I will say that. I think it was now again. I would say it destroyed the lore. But the problem is I don't agree with that explanation of it destroying lore, because it'd be destroying lore with what they did with the sequel trilogy. That's destroying lore. The prequels were still George Lucas, so he's the one that was making up the lore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
according
and
to him,
doing-
he's always believed in the midichlorian thingies.
Midichlorian, right? But it's
Midichlorians,
no way to
yeah.
really test it or anything like that in that movie, and it was just believed it was a passed down trait.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Is this
I
Barbarella? What is that?
Barbed wire.
no, barbed wire.
No, barbed
No,
wire.
barbed wire.
Oh no, yeah, because
Oh.
Barbarella's 1960s, isn't it?
70s, late
70s.
early 70s.
Look,
Oh,
I know nothing about
Barbed
this
Wire.
movie, but that
that's
poster
the
wants me to say
Casablanca
timeless.
story, right?
No, it's a shit movie. I'm sorry, I was answering ours. I didn't. What you said, Tony?
What was that, Tiny?
It's the one that's a fake Casablanca story.
No, Pamela Anderson's a PI.
Yeah.
She's a superhero. She's a superhero. Very shit.
No, but
No,
she
no.
runs a bar and she runs a bar and she takes like bounty hunters, and then she's got an ex who shows up with a special person, right?
I don't remember, to be honest.
I will admit this is one that
I
I've
don't-
never
I don't
seen
remember-
because I've
I
had
don't remember
no
this
interest
movie.
in it.
Like, to be fair, if I was watching Pamela Anderson back in the day, I probably wasn't paying attention to the plot.
Yeah, usually audio's off then.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the
You
one.
want-
It's a complete knockoff on Casablanca.
Oh,
Oh.
It's a total
okay, well, I
knockoff.
will. Okay, so I may lose my man card about this, but you want to know what? I don't give a fuck about Pamela Anderson.
I'm with you.
I've never.
Hey,
liked
can you
her.
remove yourself from your own stream? Is
she
that
was
possible?
only attractive when she was on Home Improvement.
Yeah, when she was
Debbie.
more the girl next door.
Less-
type
less-
aspect.
less fake
have-
news.
Have any of you guys seen the new Naked Gun yet? By any chance?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, it's
Okay,
come out already?
It's already
It
out.
came
Yeah,
out today, yeah.
I saw it last night actually, and like Pamela Anderson, like she's still doing the kind of no makeup thing or whatever. And I mean, don't get me wrong, she doesn't look anything like she looked like back in the day, all dolled up. But it was actually really cool to see her again, and she did I think this was one of her better acting jobs she's ever done, which is crazy. And it's in a spoof kind of movie or a satire style movie, and I don't know. It was cool to see her again, and I thought she did a great job in that. But as far as this movie goes, yeah, aged terribly would probably be.
Hey, but I'm
perfect.
looking at that cover picture. How could that have aged terribly?
It's a shit movie, dude. Dialogue is shit. She can't act.
So turn
And
the
it-
audio off.
That's
she
what's
can't
crazy.
act.
It's like if you look back on like Baywatch or any of that stuff, the stuff that she's kind of known for, and that like the only thing outside of Baywatch that I can remember, she was in Starsky and Hutch, right? Like, and she was still banging in that. And that was 20 some odd years. It was about 20 years ago. But yeah, about 20 years ago. She looked good then still, but now it's like, it's just, she went without it's like without makeup and all the other stuff. She doesn't look as good, but she seems like way happier, which is kind of, I don't know. I find it really nice to see. Like, she just seems like happy in the Naked Gun movie, and her acting actually got better over the year. Like,
Yeah.
she's actually pretty good at it. It was extremely surprising is all I can say with that.
Ironically, as the only straight female here, it's funny. I've always enjoyed her on Baywatch, and I actually thought this movie was hilarious because I know Casablanca so well. I just think it's funny. The only person who doesn't, who actually likes
no.
big boobed ladies, the girl.
right. Well, no, I will, because again, I saw like the cover and stuff like that, and I had no interest in watching it, so I can't really vote on it. But of those who have seen it, and what is your take on it? Is it a terrible?
I thought it was funny because you can see scene for scene Casablanca in it and how they changed it and made it totally different at the same time. It's just really fun.
It's
But
sounding like you're the
you
only
don't
one
love
that's
Casablanca.
seen it.
You have to either love
I've
Casablanca
seen it. I hate
or
it.
love Pamela Anderson. One of those
I've
two.
seen it. I hate it.
Okay,
You
so
can put it in
it's,
terribly. I'm not going to feel bad. I just
Okay,
think it's
well,
funny.
like I said,
I like her and none of you do.
I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure most men like Pamela Anderson, especially in her prime. Like, come on.
No, she was fine as the Tool girl, and then after that, when it was just all about her sexuality, it's when I kind of lost interest.
I could see
When
that.
she was on
I can
Baywatch,
see that.
CJ had a lot of personality at the very least.
I was never a fan of Baywatch. Okay, next up, Independence Day.
Timeless as fuck, dude.
Timeless for a while.
I watch it every 4th of July. I just watched it again, obviously just shy of a month ago for 4th of July, and I was like, I've rewatched it, not every 4th of July, but rewatching it again this time, I was like, this is fucking awesome. It's like American as fuck. Like, it's so American. Like, it's awesome.
It is.
So, real quick, you can go on.
Oh, okay. So
I was gonna
the
say
next
something,
one-
but it's taking forever to load.
huh?
What?
I was gonna show some, but it's taking forever to load. So
Okay. Okay. Talking about remakes, Lost in Space.
I'm gonna say okay
Yeah.
because
It didn't feel like the TV show. It felt
I hate saying this, but Matt
Classic
LeBlanc
corny.
was terrible in it.
I was in a half-price book and I noticed that I saw it just sitting on the shelf. I'm like, this looks like one of the worst movies that could ever exist. I'm gonna buy it. So I bought it because it looks really bad, and I haven't gone to watch it yet. Because I thought it'd be like Lady Hawk, where it's actually like kind of good.
Lady Hawk's great. That's a classic.
But Lady Hawk looks really bad. Like, it looks like it should be a bad movie. So I was kind of wondering if it would be the same thing with this one. And then I was told that's kind of actually not great. So I never watched it.
okay, it finally loaded. All right, so
Wait,
This is
so
who me
someone
and
told you
Emma-
it was great, and that's why you never watched it?
No, they told me it was not great.
That is
Oh.
that is attractive
this
to me.
is who me and Emerald think Pam Anderson looks best as.
Yeah.
I'll hear you
Her
guys out.
boobs are in proportion with her body. She looked
Dude, that-
real, not fake, not plastic. Not
That's
covered in
why
makeup.
a lot of people really love Sydney Sweeney right now. It's not just because of her ads and stuff. If you've seen her behind the scenes stuff, she works on cars and stuff. Gets down like she's a grease monkey, dude. Like, she gets all up in cars, and it's like that is extremely attractive to men when you can actually do considerably.
You saw the
like,
video of
men's
her at a
stuff.
shooting range?
Oh, dude, she's.
No, at a
Come on,
shooting range.
I saw her in
What's that?
person at the it was she did that movie Immaculate, and she showed up in person, and I was like, holy shit, she's stunning in person. She is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah.
there's a video out of her at like a little, like, I guess what actors use to like train firearms, and like she's
like
got,
the
she's shooting a
Keanu
pistol.
Reeves and stuff.
Yeah, but it's like a smaller scope one. Dude, she nailed every shot.
Nah, give her a massive cold.
Well,
But-
what's crazy on top of that, like, she owns her own studio and stuff. So when people are like, "Oh, she's gonna fade out," and it's like she has her own studio already. Like, she's doing the right things in
Right.
the
Yeah,
industry.
she's making this. Yeah, she's making the
But
steps to
Sadie-
essentially insulate herself.
She has that girl next door look like this.
Yeah.
Is what it boils down to. She has that girl next door look.
Yep.
Yeah, well, she looks like she's fun, but also attainable. You know what?
Yes.
That's what it
Yes.
is. It's like,
Yeah,
hey, you're attainable to a regular dude, and you're like, because it's like she's not overtly and like unnecessarily pretty. She's very gorgeous. Don't get me wrong, but you just think as a regular dude, you're like, I might be able to have a shot at
Yeah,
that.
it's
I'm one-
barista hot.
Yeah. And I'm one that hates makeup with a fucking passion. I fucking hate it.
That's because you're
To
not
me,
good
it's-
at it.
To me, it's fake. It's fake. You're presenting you're not presenting a false. You're presenting a fucking filter to me because that's not you. I want to see the real you.
Okay.
I remember I learned.
That's why I say most women don't actually wear makeup for the male gaze. They wear makeup because it makes them feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the same
it's
thing.
just
Like
like,
when
I like
women
women.
get done up, it's not actually usually for dudes. It's usually to show off that they look better than the other women around them. It's
My
not
wife knows
for
my feelings
males
about
at
it.
Or some
all.
of them
Like, puts
just like
makeup
to
on.
look, just like the way they look in the mirror for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, look, look, my wife knows my feelings on makeup. She used to feel the same way about me, but sometime in the past 3 or 4 years, she decided makeup.
Darnell, this is you without makeup, dude. You look stunning, dude. Keep it
All
up.
right. So she's now into
Your
makeup.
skin's so dewy.
But she knows how much I hate makeup. I wish I could take all makeup and fucking put it in the Mariana Trench. She will put makeup on and be like, "So do I look pretty?" And I'll be like, "No." I don't like that. I don't like it. You're wearing it for yourself, not for me. If it makes you feel good, awesome. But you know how I feel about makeup. You know how I feel.
Yeah, one of my, or like my most recent ex or whatever, it was like when she would get all makeup done and go out of her way, she'd go out of her way for like almost 2 hours sitting there doing all this shit, and I was like, I didn't have the heart to tell her, but it's like, you look like a fucking clown. Like, you just look ridiculous compared to what you normally like. I'm like, I like how you look in general. Like, that's why I'm with you. Well, not that's the only reason I'm with you, but I'm okay with the way that you look.
Yeah.
And then when you do all this shit, you actually look more ridiculous. You look
it's
kind
stupid.
of absurd.
Especially when you do makeup and you're like this, your face is like a darker tone than the rest of your fucking body. It's like,
yeah, it's like it's like you realize I wake up next to you and you look way the fuck different, right? Or you look like how you're supposed to look. Like,
right. For me, the aspect of the makeup is that you spend all your time with this person. You see them in their normal all the time. That's what's drawn you to them and stuff like that. And I know it's previous ex. We went out on a date night and she got all the makeup on. And it's like, I know she did it for herself because I thought it looked wrong. I didn't think it looked good.
Yeah, it's like you're impersonating that person.
Yep.
Like it's just a facade, and you're like, why are you doing this? Like, you realize the only one that should be looking at you that way is me, and I'm already with you. So what the hell are you doing?
Because it's part of human nature. Go back 10,000 years, and people were using the dyes from berries to dye their lips or their cheeks.
My wife hated makeup.
What is a beauty standard? I mean, go back 600 years in Central America, they were putting precious stones in their teeth and flattening their babies' heads.
Well, and now it's part of the that's just to stand out. You know, it's like, hey, let me stand out from the pack. Everyone looks the same. Let me stand out.
My wife hated makeup just as much as me till about 3 years ago. Now it's like, if we go anywhere except for like Walmart, she has to have makeup. When she goes to work, she puts makeup on. She's a fucking nurse.
That sounds like someone who's having insecurity issues.
Oh, it's absolutely what it is. But I mean, it's like, yeah, that's absolutely what it is. But like, yeah, I don't know. And that's one of the things that attracted me to you was the fact that you didn't wear makeup. You thought it was dumb.
It's funny that the most attractive women to men are the ones that almost don't care. It's like, oh, you can look like I don't want to say a slob, but a slob compared to other women in general, and you're just comfortable in what you're doing. That's oddly attractive to a lot of dudes.
Yeah. I was going to say, you want to know what?
Though, to some degree, like my father would not go out without a tie. He did not think it was appropriate to go almost anywhere except like to the movies maybe, or like hanging out at the beach. But anywhere he went, he wore a tie. He always wore a tie and almost always wore a jacket because that's how he was raised. My grandmother used to say things like, it's inappropriate to go out without your powder and your compact. I mean, to her, it was, that's how you know you're fully dressed and you look nice. You've actually put your best face forward.
I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like you were raised very 1950s, 1970s at best, you know, like, or whatever, or at worst, like, and like, which is, it's fine. I mean, because but I was raised by a biker mom, and like, she never wore makeup at all, and she still has suitors around her, and I was like, that's crazy. Like, I mean, I don't look at my mom like that, but it's like, I'm just saying, it's like, just own it. What you're doing, whatever you're doing, just own it. Like,
okay, so finish up the list. We got a few more to go. The Lost World.
I say never going to begin with. I hated it. The third one.
Really?
I hated it. Absolutely hated it. It was stupid. The plot was dumb. The whole thing was stupid.
I didn't love it or anything, so I don't care.
You left your kid.
But I didn't love it.
You left your kid on a fucking island to go find someone to come save him. Like that. No, you're fucking 12-year-old kid. Like, no.
So I have a special love for this movie for one specific reason, and it was because of the toy that they sold back in the day, which was that RV that was like a double RV type of thing. And I actually got that toy when I was younger, and I loved that toy for some reason. I can't even explain why. So I've always remembered that toy where it's like it's falling off the cliff, and they're trying to crawl their way out of it. It's one of the first scenes I can remember, or like a scene like that, because they do those type of, like, a train falls off a cliff, they do that where they're trying to crawl out of it. That was one of the first ones that I can remember where they did that on screen.
It had Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah. See, I don't even remember that like that. So I would say
I think it's
terribly.
It's aged terribly.
I
do
to rewatch it now.
The girl on the island is she snuck onto the in there, so it's not like she was brought along intentionally. So I mean, it's nothing compared to like the third one. The third one was flat out garbage.
That's the one where T-Rex goes to New York, right?
no, this was at the end
when
they capture. So InGen is bought out because the founder, the old man, he is no longer in charge, and so the board took the power away from him. They're still going to open up a park, but they're going to do it in mainland in San Diego. They transport a T-Rex. The T-Rex kills the boat and then gets out and starts walking around San Diego.
That's right. Okay, yeah. Like that's how much I don't really give a shit about the movie. Like I said, the only reason that I like it is just because of that toy. I always remember that toy. I thought the toy was really cool at the time. But I was like 7 or whatever.
Okay, the next one up, Mars Attack.
Oh. Have you rewatched that lately?
It's a joy to watch.
Joy to watch, absolutely.
It's not timeless. It is a joy to watch.
It is a joy to watch.
It's definitely of its time, but I mean, I rewatched it maybe 5 months ago, and we just threw it on just because it happened to be on one of the sites or whatever. It was so much fun, and there's like crazy that like Jack Black is in it. Like what the fuck? And like people's heads are getting blown off, and then they get reattached to dogs and shit. You're like, what the hell is happening? Like it is nuts. Yeah, that like it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie to rewatch even. So joy to watch. I think that's pretty accurate.
Okay, let's see. It is technically kind of sci-fi, but Mario Brothers.
Timeless. Just for the stories, the fact that most of them were high as hell.
It was beyond ridiculous, but it was a lot of fun as a kid. I haven't seen it in so long, but I thought it was hilarious.
Turning everyone into Goombas so that they could bring the dinosaurs back. It's the
hated it as a
same
kid.
thing as Jurassic Park.
Okay, you want to know what this movie is? How is like how Tiny feels about Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
you're upset.
How is that anything like the video game? It is supposed to be based on it, and John Leguizamo as Luigi. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, fuck that guy. I would say it aged terribly. That's pretty fair.
I mean, it failed in the box office too.
Oh yeah, I did. And it prevented Nintendo from making and licensing out their stuff to make video game movies until just recently.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh yeah, it's okay. I will give you that. Great Poupon. Yeah.
Bob Hoskins is great in almost everything though.
Right. But you can only do so much when it's a terrible script, a terrible idea, and a terrible adaptation of a video game. Yeah. It's almost like The Last of Us. Time Cop. Another time traveling.
Ours hasn't seen it. Tanya thinks she's seen it.
You know what's crazy? I keep seeing that on I want to say it's on Prime. Like it's one of those that keeps coming up as a recommendation, and I haven't rewatched it. It's probably something I watched back in the 90s, and like if you guys start explaining it, I'll probably remember some of it. But other than that,
it's okay.
I can't remember.
The muscles from Brussels.
Hey, whoa.
Counter splits though.
When the water's all over the floor, he gets electrocuted, he jumps up, puts his legs up.
Is that where that came from? Like his
yeah.
Okay.
No, that's where it came from because like I think the water cooler got knocked over something and some electricity.
Van Damme splits. That's actually timeless. That's going to go on forever. That is timeless alone, but I don't know if the movie is timeless.
The highest I will go is Joy to Watch.
I'd be
Okay.
fine with okay.
Sure, pal. I agree. Yeah, I concur.
Waterworld.
Okay, Waterworld.
Never good to begin with.
Never
Too much
good.
water.
Are you guys kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
I just think it aged terribly.
I remember seeing the Waterworld like attraction at Universal, so I had a better experience with that than I did the movie.
You want to know what? Yeah, it was really never good to begin with.
It was
the
never.
cost
Sorry.
of
Yeah, okay,
Not
yeah.
on a horse is just not.
Oh, so you were more of a fan of the Postman?
The man actually looks like he belongs on a horse when he's on a horse. When he's not on a horse, he just looks like he's an idiot. I am not a fan of that man in any way, shape, or form.
All right, so Horseman is out.
Wing Commander.
Oh, come on. It had the best lines in this movie, too. Oh, Beaver!
Once again, it
That's
was
the
a
other
video
thing.
game movie, so I had no idea if it was anything like the video game.
Not. It was
What's crazy is like back in the 90s and early 2000s when you had child actors, like some of the child actors would actually be decent actors even at their age, and the main one in Waterworld was fucking terrible.
She went on to play oh man, what's her name in Napoleon Dynamite?
There you go.
That's her.
Tina.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tina. Yep.
Wow, what astonishing roles you've done.
Yeah. So Wing Commander, I think it aged terribly.
But was it good to begin with?
Hold on.
No.
Hold on. At least the top 10 Christmas drinking scenes.
Ew.
It's
Ryan,
true.
the other 9?
That's how they drank the water.
They had to recycle water, so yeah, they
okay.
refilled. Yeah.
That
Wing-
makes sense.
There's way better ways to recycle water. Like you can filter out seawater. There's ways to do it. And like,
and you think an entire society that's functioning on a worldwide sea would have at least developed that a little bit using the stuff that's about, and then the bad guys literally living on top of the Exxon Valdez.
Well, like even if the world is obviously covered, I mean, dude, like the earth is 70% water, but there's still land. It's like you guys didn't find any of it, like not one speck of it that's left. Like that's crazy.
I mean, also the planet has had time periods, geological epochs where we didn't have the North Pole or the South Pole. All the water was liquid. It wasn't frozen anywhere.
And there was still
the
land.
entire planet wasn't underwater. Like, just look at geology.
Hey, Cass is here.
Hey, Cass.
What up, Cass?
All right, Wing Commander.
Wing Commander.
Aged terribly. The chick was hot, so that made me like her when I was a little kid. When I was younger. And that was about it. And
I just can't stand this actor.
He's good in some things. He's horrible in this.
Yeah.
He's horrible in this.
The only thing I've seen him in recently that I had any interest at all, and by recently I mean like the last 20 years, was he did the voice for one of the characters in Star Wars Rebels. And I liked that character. But that's about it.
And the next two I've never heard of.
Yeah, the last two. Okay. Something about the lost children. I don't know. I don't recognize it in any kind of way.
City of Lost Children.
Children.
It looks like I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
Me either. And I've watched an unnecessary amount of bad movies. So no.
Oh, it's a fucking French movie. Fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, wait. Fifth Element was French.
Let me see
So
if this is
was
actually the
Heavy
right
Metal.
thing.
Wow, they did something right over 35 years. Crazy.
Yeah. Let's see.
So we're not even going to put it up there since no one seemed to have seen it.
Jean-Pierre Junet. Stars Ron Perlman, Daniel Elmiford, Judith Vitette.
Ron Perlman, throw it out. Throw it out.
He plays someone named One. It's a terrible name.
It's probably one of his first movies. Like,
A scientist in a surreal society kidnaps children to steal their dreams, hoping that they would slow his aging process.
Oh God, it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna rank it.
No.
Okay, so we will do one final make a argument to change one that you think is either too high or too low. We will start with Darnell.
I'm fine with how it is.
Okay, Arza.
We should move all but like 5 movies to Never Good to begin with because I haven't seen them.
Okay.
He said make an argument, not say something ridiculous.
Arguments generally.
That's an argument.
Logic.
That a bad I mean make a good argument, not a poor argument.
You didn't specify quality.
This is true. This is very true, and that's why I had to refine that one. Tiny.
Okay. I have an actual argument that we should move Phantom Menace up to Joy to Watch because I and many others find it to be relatively joyful in that Duel of the Fates is a fantastic movie.
Yes, that's
a fantastic point. Liam Neeson's a great actor, and the action is serviceable even with Joy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
of course,
agree to that.
for people that their balls only dropped like a decade ago.
Yeah, and so what?
I mean,
I was 12 10 years ago. So what?
okay, Tiny.
I'm mostly okay with all of this, though. I mean,
Darnell, I was going to get to that. I was going to let everyone go.
I was gonna say, I kind of really like 12 Monkeys, and I kind of really don't like Lost in Space. So one could go up and one could go down, and I'd be perfectly happy.
but this
I was just trying to get out as quick as possible because I got to get to sleep.
Okay. Well, yeah. Cypax, any other?
Actually, I'm totally okay with everyone's changes right there. Like, I was going to say the same thing about Phantom Menace or whatever, mainly because I said that I liked the video game that came out around the same time. And 12 Monkeys it's better than okay. It is definitely I don't know if I would say a joy to watch, but it's worth a watch. And so other than that, yes.
Okay. Well, that is it for the list, and that is it for the show. We're going to go around the horn where people can find you next. We'll start with co-host Darnell. Darnell, where can people find you next? Asleep in his bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Choking my chicken tomorrow morning. Choking a chicken tomorrow morning. No, Monday Pop Culture Be Down Monday night, 9:00. The Railify, 11 p.m. Tuesday night at Moxie Dame. Our channel, we do AI Dungeon. We're doing Space Truckers. Thursday, 8:30 p.m. on Killer Games Cast. We do AI Dungeon. The Scary, we do a horror story at 9:30 p.m. On my channel, Darnell Quigley, 2 Civs and a Pig. We do body cam videos, myself and 2 other friends, and then Friday night back here.
Darnell, real quickly, I got to know if this is true or not.
How old of a picture?
Look at the mustache. That was this spring. I shaved for a movie. I was a cop in a movie.
Dude, I still have a picture saved of you with the mustache, but it looks a little bit better than that one.
Yeah,
and
that was a bad one. Yeah,
I'll use it if I need to.
Fair enough.
Arza, where can people find you next?
Well, you can find me at ArzaChats on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, TikTok. Because I've been in a bit of a hiatus of doing videos. I'll probably be getting back to it. Instead of doing a news story breakdown, I got into a really stupid argument with the TRA, trans rights activist, where they failed to make a single argument. So I think I'm going to actually break down that argument that I had on Instagram as my welcome back video. And you can find me other places now. I don't know when I'll be on streams until I'm on streams, so follow me on X and you'll know exactly what it'll be when I'll be there.
Tiny Bo Fierce, where are you going to be next?
Well, this Sunday at, I believe, 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be watching G.I. Joe with Wade Nation. we've decided to go back through the original cartoon and enjoy 3 or 4 episodes a Sunday. I think he streams it on Rumble. Monday, I have been invited to talk on Monday Mayhem Madness thing. I can never remember the correct title for that. Tuesday, I will be co-hosting Nerds on the News right back here. And I've had a couple other invites that aren't figured out just yet. So I'm looking into those. You follow me on X at Won'tBeBoxed, and I always tell people when I'm on something or what I'm doing. So just follow me there and you'll have your updates.
She's very, very honest when she's on something. She's like, she'll text like, Darnell, I'm on X, man. Whoa, everything is crazy. She got it. She got it.
Sci-Fax, where can people find you next?
Well, you can find me at Sci-Fax, and then on Twitter, you can find me at Gallows the Media. And besides that, I mean, if I'm on random people's channels, it's usually because I said something in chat and they send me an invite. So it's like that's always fun. So it's kind of random as far as that goes. But other than that, usually I do movie reviews. And then when I do go live, it's usually on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Like Wednesdays will be my midweek. I call it midweek hangings because, you know, the Gallows theme or whatever. And then we just talk about whatever's happened in the last week. And then on Saturdays, I try to bring on guests and whoever's in the chat who's willing to jump on. So tomorrow, if you're willing to go ahead and subscribe or whatever, and you throw your name out there and you got a mic and whatever, you can jump on and talk to us about whatever subjects we're talking about at the time. So yeah, there you go. And that's roughly about it. Obviously, you can also catch me on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the Nightcaps with DA, and on Sundays at the DA's office. So that's what I do weekly. There you go.
Hey, I am Drunken Emerald Arrow. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Insert Title Here. I want to make a brief little programming note. I'm probably going to be taking the last 2 weeks of August off as we lead into what I'm going to call season 2. Going to do some updated intro, some background changes, and make a few changes here and there as we get into a new season. And then we'll probably leave that as kind of the standard for scheduling, where the last 2 weeks of August will be for updates and stuff like that, and start off the new season. Otherwise, you can find me tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. PST over on Sammy 3P's channel for Cavecast, where we go and deep dive into Batman. 11 a.m. PST over on Theo's channel for Touchgrass with Theo Snodgrass. And back Tuesday at 6 p.m. PST for Nerds Covering News. And then Wednesday at 7 p.m. over on Devil Made Me Do It's channel, we do Make Me a Sandwich. And then back here next Friday for Insert Title Here, 9:30 PST. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Everyone's links will be in the description for the show. Make sure you check them out. And we will see you all next weekend. Have a safe weekend. Have a fun weekend. We will see you next time. Take it easy.
Bye.